good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Football Galaxy Show. The prodigal son is back, boys. It's been a while, as most of you guys who follow the show, as you guys probably already know. And yeah, we are back. It is good to be back, and it is great to see you guys once again. Just to give you guys a little reminder, this of course is the show where we just do a quick recap on all the action that occurred over the weekend concerning our favorite game, the beautiful game, the big sport in the world, in the wonderful world of football. As per usual, we are your hosts, Diego Ancibia, aka and Marvin Melendez, aka AWCP. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. And yeah, already got our first comment here. Shabanos, how you doing? By the way, I apologize if I keep mispronouncing your name. I know I've had a very bad bad hit with that, but it is good to see you. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is great to see all of you guys who may be tuning in here for the first few minutes of the show. And yeah, like I said, it's great to be back. It's been a while. Like I mentioned, it's been almost more than a month now. But yeah, that's like the history of the show, Unfortunately, that is the legacy of the show, where it constantly keeps getting into hiatus. And that's on me, of course. But yeah. With all that being said, not gonna lie, guys, I am going to announce that this is probably going to be the season finale of season 2 of the Football Galaxy show. Because, well, one, like I mentioned, this show just keeps going into hiatus. I try to make it more constant, but then the weekend gets all cramped, and then we don't do it. And well, this summer, honestly, not gonna lie with you, in World Cup, I don't know how you feel, but this summer just doesn't feel as exciting as other football summers because, I know we have the Gold Cup and the Club World Cup, but there's not much of hype compared to the Euros or even the Copa America per se. But yeah, what do you think about this summer?
I want to agree with you too. I, this season, I don't really think there's much we're really gonna be expecting. From what I've been seeing, it even internationally, I don't know. Like the Gold Cup, that's probably the only thing we're really gonna have to really worry about. We have qualifications happening. Um, the FIFA Club World Cup too, but I don't know. I'm just not excited for it. I don't know, but we'll
No,
see
I
how it
agree.
goes. Maybe our minds change. We still got MLS season though, so hey, there's that.
True. True. So yeah, I totally agree with you on World Cup. The hype is not exactly all that there, but you know, if something big happens, then we'll make an episode for it. But from what I'm planning, and then again, I also might travel this summer. So yeah, from what I'm thinking, I think we'll probably put a pause to the show. We'll probably be back, before the next football season starts around August. I'll try to, but maybe earlier than that to be fair, because 2 months is, in the long term, it does actually, uh, you know, last a little bit long, even though it does sound short. 2 months does feel at the end of the day a little bit long, but we'll see. But for now, I think I will be closing this season, ladies and gentlemen. And so again, for those who have been following the show since the beginning of the season, well, really since the beginning of the year, because I think that's when I kicked off season 2 of this show in the beginning of the year. First of all, I highly do appreciate it to each and every one of you, and of course, a big, huge shout out and thank you to you, World Cup, for being the co-host of the show. It's been a pleasure talking some football in the show in every episode, my guy. So thank you very much for that. And yeah, just a reflection. This show is honestly very young because, if you take a look at my channel and if you go into where I have the playlist and all, just to give you guys an idea of how very young this show is. Let me just find it here really quick. The playlist. It's around here somewhere. There it is. All right, so this is episode 23 of season 2. But yeah, let's see here. The first episode was 1 year ago. It was the FIFA Pro Award controversy. It was, I think, the Ballon d'Or, if I'm not mistaken. This was back in January 16th of 2024. So yeah, that was episode 1 of season 2 of the show. But actually, just a fun fact, season 1 of this show was actually 7 years ago, back when I was first starting off here on YouTube and the channel. It was back on January 28th of 2018. So, and that was only 3 episodes, by the way. I only did 3 episodes of that.
Is that the Lost Files?
I guess you could see that. It's in the playlist, to be fair. You can see it if you guys want to. But yeah, for Crying Out Loud, it was just videos. The first one was 30 minutes long. Episode 2, only 7 minutes long. Episode 3, 10 minutes long. They weren't live streams like it is right now. So I was just trying to invent something new in the channel. Just trying to figure things out. So the Football Galaxy show was dead after 2018, and it didn't come back until 2024. So hence this is.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's been all right. It's been very interesting, and I'm looking forward to making more seasons in the future with this show, having you on board with us in World Cup. And yeah, I think that will be all for little reflection here as we say goodbye to season 2 of the Football Galaxy show. And without further ado, I think let's kick it off, shall we? Let's kick off today's
Let's
episode.
do it.
All right. So as per usual, we'll be doing our weekend recap. Guys, elephant in the room, as the thumbnail portrays. Let's have some Champions League. PSG absolutely destroying Inter Milan, both score wise and performance wise. I ended up watching that game in a sports bar, which, by the way, that's the second time I've actually been to a sports bar and watching a game actually at a watch party. So that was a pretty cool experience here in Long Beach, California. Shout out to Legend Sports Bar, probably the best sports bar there is in the city of Long Beach. And yeah, it was a very fun experience. I very enjoyed the time being there. A shout out, of course, to Long Beach Football Club, who did host the watch party there. So yeah, great experience. Absolutely loved it. I'm so glad that I got to go. It was a great time. I had a great time. And I mean, yeah, overall that game. In World Cup, did you have a chance to see it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Why wouldn't I?
Oh well, duh. You have the PSG shirt on you right now. In fact, that's the fourth kid. If I'm
Yes, yes.
Nice. So yeah, overall reactions. I mean, obviously, as you guys know, a historic score, the biggest margin, the biggest win by a margin, if I'm not mistaken, in the history of the Champions League. So PSG just absolutely demolished Inter Milan, and honestly, like they deserved it. They absolutely completely deserved it. Not just in the final, but the fact that they reached the final. Like their journey in this tournament has been very much impressive. So PSG is definitely a team that did deserve to win this tournament. So all I can do is just applaud and just send them congratulations because that was a great win for PSG. But as for Inter Milan, man, I mean, they completely choked it in the final. I mean, you just had to see that game to watch how PSG like tactically dismantled Inter Milan. Like their defense was just abysmal throughout that game from start to finish, and it was just crazy to watch. But I mean, yeah. And World Cup, what about share us your final thoughts and reactions to the epic finale of the Champions League?
So when I was watching it, and of course, like when I was watching it, my point of view of the stuff, my thing was delayed, so it was like I would hear what they're saying, but like TV for some reason wanted to show only like what happened like a good 2 or 3 minutes from what they're saying on TV. So by like when we hit like the 30 the third like basically by halftime, I realized that hey they're saying stuff and I it's not matching up. So I'm like, are you serious? And then I just hear goal and I'm still seeing them pass the
Oh,
ball and
that
like
sucks.
yeah. So I mean, I was like, I had a prediction. I predicted PSG was going to win, but I did not predict them to win 5-0. Uh,
Okay.
I'm gonna be straight honest with you. I'm gonna be. I don't know how do I feel on that. Like it felt crazy to see that uh that scoreline. I don't know. That was just look because hold up, give me a second.
No worries. I mean, to be fair, I will agree with you with him in World Cup. I don't think any of us expected that score. I mean, I thought this would be a tough game for both sides, really, because both teams were like pretty much leveled up to that point anyway, before the before the first half kicked off.
Sorry. What was I saying?
You
Uh,
weren't expecting that performance from PSG.
yeah, because I mean, not that performance from Inter because like you see the last leg against Barcelona, how we went literally saw one of the best. I think it was one of the best legs I've seen this season. Barca versus Inter, that whole series.
All right,
It
yeah,
it was and then like they scored seven. It was 7-6 basically aggregate, and then you see them play PSG and it's like what the heck happened? Like
yeah.
how did you guys just the same. How do you guys compete against Barca? But when it came to PSG, you guys just did not. It's just crazy. I don't know. I just thought it was crazy that. That's what happened basically.
I completely agree. And in fact, I think I speak for everyone when I say that I don't think anyone expected such a humiliation from PSG. I mean, the real question is what the heck happened to Inter Milan? We're talking about a team that like just completely just got dismantled. Like they just
They
fell
were
apart big time.
they were about to win the treble too. They were literally about to win the treble, and they lose the Serie A. They lose against AC Milan in the Coppa Italia, and they lose against PSG. And it's just like, damn, they just really choked the whole treble they're about to, maintain right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna say? Now they know how us Arsenal fans feel. Because at the end of the day, this season just ended in a big flop, in a big bust. No trophies
Agreed.
whatsoever for either of us, so we know how you feel. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Let's check up in the live chat here. Shabinos, how you doing? You're back. Cool. FG, what's your opinion on the NSC versus NYCFC ungiven goal? I'm not gonna lie with you, bro. I'm not sure because I actually did not see that. I have not been following MLS as of recently, as a matter of fact. So, not sure, but I will try to watch that clip. In fact, send it to me through Discord. Just ping me on Discord, and I'll give it a look. But yeah, going back to the Champions League, you know what's very interesting? World Cup, we got pretty much a copy and paste from what we got in the Champions League to the CONCACAF Champions Cup because it was Cruz Azul versus Vancouver Whitecaps. I also initially coming into this game, I thought Vancouver had a decent chance because get this fun fact, they have not lost a single game since March 22nd, almost 2 months at this point. So I thought, okay, you know what? To be fair, Vancouver they beat Inter Miami by a very good, significant aggregate score. They have a legit chance at beating Cruz Azul. I think they do. Guess what? They lost 5-0. It's literally a copy and paste. The score, the performance. Vancouver just got absolutely dismantled, destroyed by Cruz Azul. I watched the first half. I didn't watch the second half, but that first half, like I was just shocked. But the time Cruz Azul ended that first half 3-0, I'm pretty sure it was 3-0. Yeah, 3-0. I thought game over. It's done. Vancouver are not. They're just not up for this game. They're not. They're they're like freaking out. They're uncoordinated. They're not defending well. They basically gave up, and it's crazy. So this was just a very crazy night here as far as Champions Cups are concerned. You know,
Agreed.
and yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say about that. Anything else that you'd like to mention for concerning the Champions League World Cup?
I just really think like the throughout the whole thing, I predicted that Barca was gonna win. They went semifinals. I'm mad about that. Don't get me wrong. That we didn't make the finals. Don't get me wrong. I was kind of mad at Arsenal. I really wanted to have a Barca versus Arsenal rematch, and we didn't get that. We were robbed that, man. And I was so disappointed um to see that. That's what I was literally hoping for, and everything was going part of the plan. And then like Inter wanted to ruin everything, bro. But besides the point, it was.
Both
I'm
teams
not
really.
mad. Yeah, I'm really I'm happy for PSG. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm wearing the jersey out here right now. I mean, this is a nice jersey. Yeah, sir. But yeah, I mean, Arsenal played great. They eliminated Real Madrid. I think they were, that was a good. They played really well. Barcelona as well. They played very fantastic. I think throughout this whole tournament. They fell short though. Um, Inter as well. Got to give them props for that until that final, man. PSG though, that's the underdog. That's the ultimate underdogs or the dark horse, or I don't know what you would call it, but
It's kind of weird because like I wouldn't call them underdogs, but dark horses would also be like a little bit of a stretch to that word's definition because the thing is, for those who like really stayed, for those who really knew each team coming into the knockout stage, they knew that PSG were a good team and that they had a decent
it.
chance of going
How do
far.
I say this? It was really unlikely because, like, in the beginning of the season, they were very unlikely. Like, I didn't even think
True.
they were really rubbish. They finished 24th, 24th, and literally, I think that's literally last place. And I think They had to beat Man City to get what they were where they are, and I gotta give them props. They really showed up. I really think that oh, yeah, I really want to give them props. It was just PSG played very fantastic this whole tournament. Um, yeah, I mean, I just can't wait to see what's up with next season. And speaking of that, I mean, I know we have the other European competitions we should get into as well. Um, we should definitely get into the Europa League. Um,
All right,
we're
right.
I'm really surprised on Tottenham actually winning a trophy for the first time in many years, like 50 years, 1,000 years. I don't know, man. This is the first trophy ever. But I congratulate them, even though I'm an Arsenal fan. I I'll congratulate them on that. I mean, that it's kind of well deserved. I think Son needed to win something. He was really loyal. But I don't know. This could be the end of Son's journey in Tottenham. Maybe. Who knows? Um, but Man United's been rubbish, man. I don't know what's going on with them, bro. What are your thoughts on the Europa League, man?
Well, actually, I just wanted to go really quick back on our Champions League segment, like just to close off
Yeah.
that segment. Going back to PSG. I mean, yeah, I agree with you that at the beginning of the season it was very unlikely that they would, reach this far. But like overall, like this is a team that did deserve it. In fact, I have two questions for you. Well, actually, one.
Hmm.
Let's just get to the first one. With PSG winning, do you think football won? Because there's some fans who like did not like the fact that PSG won this game, and keeping in mind that PSG has been a controversial club over the past few years. Let's not take away that fact because it's true. So, do you think that football won with this great achievement about PSG winning the Champions League for the first time in their history?
Okay. Personally, yes, because I mean, why would that matter, honestly? From like, I would say they won. Like the only way football hasn't won if it was Real Madrid repeating like every goddamn year. We don't. That's when you have to say football didn't win. Like, I don't want to see Real Madrid repeat every single year. People got to understand that's when football doesn't win. And I know I'm not trying, I mean, it sounds like a biased Barca fan, but like, that's when it, like, people got to understand PS, this is different. PSG's never won a try. This is the second Champions League in France. Remember that. Second ever Champions League in France. So football did win. I think France won, definitely. The the French league won. This is the first title for PSG. Second title for France. Because Marseille has that first one. But
Right.
I think it. I personally don't think there's a debate. I think if it was Real Madrid, that's where you could say this is corrupt. This football didn't win. A lot of people would say that, or probably biased Barca fans like me. But definitely, like I said, it doesn't. That doesn't matter. I just think if it's like if we're seeing the same thing, the same team winning, like win it every year, you get my point here. But like,
Yeah.
let's say it's Arsenal, people are gonna have the same debate. Did football won or did football not win? If it was trying to think of another team who has never won a Champions League. Newcastle. Let's say it's Newcastle. We would have the same debate here. Football won. Literally, I would say they won no matter what. If it was like
Yeah.
um, just give me a name out there. Just throw me a name. Throw me a name.
Leipzig.
Leipzig. Literally, that's another team. Or Manchester City. That I mean, honestly, that one's iffy. But at the
That's
same
a
time,
stretch.
that's a stretch. Yeah, but at the same time, I still think they won. It's just the biggest concern here is that Real Madrid, Um what's it called? But besides that, I don't know. Like if you just name me a team, like maybe Barca. I say they won. Um Give me Bayern Munich. They won. Liverpool. They won. I just think no matter what, we should be appreciative that this happened. This tournament happens and you know these teams perform. We should be appreciative of the football they perform. So I wouldn't be mad on the results. I wouldn't want Inter to win myself. But at the same time, if Inter won, I probably would have had the same case here, man. So
Yeah, you mentioned Arsenal. You mentioned earlier that you were very disappointed at the end we didn't end up seeing Barca versus Arsenal. I agree with you on that. In fact, I even forgot what my predictions were. I think I did predict Barca versus Arsenal. I don't know,
I
but
think I
to be fair,
predicted that
right?
as well too. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like both sides, either way, did deserve to reach the final though. Like Inter put up a phenomenal comeback versus Barca. You know, maybe not even arguably the best round of the knockout stage in the Champions League in recent years. Like that was just an incredible, epic battle between Barca versus Inter. That amazing comeback, especially in the second leg. I remember watching the second leg between Arsenal versus PSG, and PSG did rightfully deserve to eliminate us and go to the final because Arsenal played so bad in that game. I mean, not too bad to an extent, but they were just there was no fight from Arsenal. They were not fighting for the win. And it was a very frustrating game to watch as an Arsenal fan. But even as an Arsenal fan, I have to admit, PSG, they did deserve it. So, GG on them, kudos on them. They did deserve to win, to win that game basically. Like they played very well. And I mean, going back to the earlier question about whether football won with PSG winning the Champions League, I mean, if you really get to think about the context in this tournament, with Luis Enrique, like such a world class manager, like that guy is such a respectable manager, and I have high respect over him. Like that guy has his history. He's won trophies before. He's won the Champions League before, and even the context with his daughter, the fans with the flag, yeah, football won, football won in this tournament, and you know what? Let's go to the second question with the Champions League now under the new format, with the season being wrapped up, how would you rate this season, the Champions League, with with this season being the first season under the new format?
Personally, I think this is I like the format. Okay, originally I didn't, but I like it because it's the unexpected, you know? PSG 24th place. It's unexpected. I really like this concept. But at again, I prefer the old concept. But we're gonna have to get used to this new concept. But I like this concept because anything could happen. That's what I think. Like literally, we could literally have, like we said, AC Milan 23rd place win the whole thing. That's what's cool about this. I really
Yeah,
wish that um like plus Man City got eliminated basically in the knockout stage.
that was
You
beautiful.
know, that was like I would have thought it was beautiful. It was Real Madrid. I would have thought that was way beautiful. That's what I'm saying. This anything could happen. So yeah, I honestly think it's a cool concept. But what do you think about it?
I mean, yeah, I completely agree with you. I feel like under this new format, we definitely got to see much more surprises. And I think one of the coolest features that this new format brought for this season of the Champions League was Decision Day. I don't know if you remember that stream we did together, when we were like, trying to keep up to date with all the games, like through notifications, the live standings. Like that was pretty fun, not gonna lie. Like there was like a little American sport element into that, like Decision Day. Who will reach the playoffs, who will reach the next round, who was eliminated. Like that was pretty cool. It was a very cool concept that was executed under this new format. And I mean, yeah, like you mentioned, PSG finishing 24th, champions of the Champions League, like totally unexpected. It's basically exactly what you would see almost in MLS, because it doesn't matter really what club finishes and what standing. Like say
Hmm.
in MLS in the final standings, like this team finished up in seventh place in the conference. They end up winning champions of the whole thing. So like the concept of the playoffs is always a very interesting phenomenon, like not just in football, but also in sports. And I think it was pretty cool that we got to see that in this, in the Champions League, like for the first time
Hmm.
ever.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Agree.
overall, we can, like, you as a Barca fan and both of us as Arsenal fans, we can even reflect on the cool surprises and just awesome moments that none of us would have expected to see in the Champions League. Like the biggest one, obviously, being Arsenal eliminating Real Madrid. Those two lists were freaking amazing, dude. Like as an Arsenal fan, I think that may be the best moment I've ever witnessed as an Arsenal fan. Seeing Declan Rice score two amazing free kick golazos back to back, something that rarely happens in any football match in general, in any league. And I mean, that amazing comeback, I know for Barca fan, it must hurt, but still, an incredible comeback that we haven't seen recently in the Champions League under previous seasons. So I gotta say, man, this new format truly brought amazing moments and awesome surprises for us football fans. And I see that as a win.
Agreed. I definitely
Now,
agree.
just one last thing before we close our Champions League segment. I mentioned earlier that PSG, they have been a controversial club over the past few seasons. I think you can agree. One thing that I observed this like way before the final, right? Like I'm talking about like in the semifinals. One thing that I find very curious is the fact that PSG was a very much hated club, disliked to put it kindly, last season, the season before that, and probably a few more seasons. But this season in particular, I did not see that much dislikeness and hatred over the club. My question to you is either one, have you noticed that too, and two, why do you think, like, why is that? Like, why do you think this season in particular, we have not seen many people hating on PSG like they've done before?
Um, I don't look. I straight up want to say that I don't know what to really say on that, man. It's pathetic. People out. It's just the internet being people just being outrageous. People, a lot of people are biased. I wish we had like a lot of more fair people. Like, hey, man, I accept the PSG one. I mean, look, for crying out loud, I'm wearing the jersey right now. Um,
Right.
Shoot, I probably would have literally if Inter won, I probably would have manned up, grabbed the Inter jersey I have in my in my closet and wore it too because like I'm just here, I'm chilling, bro. I really don't care who won. Um, I just give him congrats, dude. Like if it was, well, here's the thing though, this is different. If it was Tottenham, I would not wear that jersey, bro. Um, I'm literally telling you, Tottenham, Real Madrid, I refuse to wear those jerseys. I'm telling you guys right now. But um, besides that, like I said, I don't hate the club. I think I give them respect. I have the respect. I know it's an oil club. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Man City's an oil club. Technically, Real Madrid's an oil club, but who's talking?
And Newcastle,
But
technically.
um, oh yeah, Newcastle too. But Newcastle, watch. I mean, give Newcastle maybe 10 years. We'll maybe see them win the Champions League in 10 years. So,
Maybe.
and it's definitely money talks. And I, I mean, honestly, what can I don't really have much to say. I mean, it's like, yeah, man.
Like,
I don't
do
know.
you do you think that like the hatred and all the dislike towards the club kind of lifted out ever like after Mbappe left the club?
Man, screw Mbappe. You could, I mean, wait, say that again. Ask that question again. I'm sorry.
So, do you think that the dislikeness and the hatred towards the club kind of lifted away, like after Mbappe left PSG? Because that's like something
Yeah.
that you could also kind of pinpoint.
Yeah, definitely. Bro, Mbappe, bro, he cannot win PSG a Champions League. You got Dembele, who won a Champions League for PSG. Literally, they didn't need Mbappe. They didn't need Messi. They didn't need Neymar. And I'm wearing this man's for game in the back of my shirt too. For
Neymar,
crying out loud.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but
I
yeah,
saw it.
yeah. See that? Yeah,
The fraud. No, I'm
but
just kidding.
yeah, the fraud, man. But they didn't with all those names, those big names, and you got but Bradley Barcola, our GOAT, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Barcola is just that guy. Barcola is better than
He
Mbappe. Now let me
is.
stop. He is, bro. But besides that, yes. Honestly, this is controversial for me to say. Mbappe's time in Madrid, I don't think they're gonna win a Champions League. I don't know. I don't see it happening. Like I feel like his whole time there, it's gonna be a drought for Madrid for a little bit. But I don't see them winning it in a while. You feel me? Um,
Yeah.
I like to see new teams. So here's the thing with me. I like to see new teams win. Excuse me. I like to see new teams win. Um, uh, trophies like something they never won. I like to see Crystal Palace earlier this season. They won the FA Cup. I like to see that. They don't win trophies like that, man. Um,
Yeah.
Newcastle, they won the Carabao Cup. I like to see stuff like that. I like stuff like that. So like PSG winning, it's like, yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how they end up doing now that they have Xabi Alonso as their new manager. So, whether we get to see Mbappe win the Champions League with Real Madrid is still pretty much something up for grabs. Like you never know. Is it likely? I say it's still 50-50 to be fair. But yeah, I mean everyone was basically making fun of that fact. The fact that Mbappe basically left PSG just in time for PSG to win their first ever Champions League. I mean, that's just comedy gold, dude. That's that not only is that an insult to injury for Mbappe, but that's just football comedy right there. Because this guy was supposed to be the next big thing for PSG, the future of PSG, if you will. And all they had to do was just leave the club for them to win their first trophy, So it's pretty
I
funny.
know, bro. Watch, and then like Mbappe's wait, doesn't Haaland has a Champions League before Mbappe too, right?
Yeah,
That
correct.
that proves something right there. He won it with Manchester City, who would never, you know,
Bro,
never win it.
we're the world is going to get GTA 6 before we see Mbappe win no Champions League.
Bro, we probably will. Here's the thing. This is me. I feel like I said, I feel like Mbappe's going to be at PSG, I mean, at Madrid for a couple seasons. I don't know how long. How old is he? Like 24, 26, 25? How old is
Let me
Mbappe?
check that. Let me check that really quick. He is Google does not give the age. 26. Wow, dude, this guy's
26.
getting old.
Damn, bro, I remember he was just 19, bro. I remember he
I
was just
know,
19 at
like the
AS
freaking
Monaco.
2018 World Cup final, France versus Croatia.
He was,
He scored his first goal.
yeah,
Well,
and
not
he
his
was
first
just
goal, but he did
what?
score a
Like,
goal in the final.
he was so young, and he grew up. Like, I'm telling you, he
All
might
time
stay to.
finds, man.
I give him like 4 to 5 seasons in Madrid. I'm straight up, like in his 30s, because this is what I see happening. Mbappe's the type of guy. I don't know. Like, hear me out. This is my prediction. I'm gonna predict this for the future.
All right.
Mbappe will be leaving Madrid in a couple 4 to 5 seasons. Okay, okay. And if this happens, then hey, I mean, I'm a genius. But 4 to 5 seasons, or a couple of seasons by now, he's gonna leave Real Madrid, and I'm gonna tell you what team he's gonna play for because, like, I think it's gonna happen. He said he wants to play for this team before. I've seen so many, but he will be playing for AC Milan. He'll be playing for AC Milan. This might be
All right.
controversial, and then watch him win a Champions League at AC Milan. I don't know, but
You never
he
know.
has said before if he played in the Serie A, the club he would play for is AC Milan. I would love to see that. I think Serie A is one of the most underrated leagues, in my opinion, because literally every season anyone can win. So in my like last season, Napoli had the worst season. They didn't even finish any Champions League, and look, they finished first this season.
Right.
So, but that's my prediction though. I'm predicting he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna win. He's gonna win trophies in Madrid. I definitely think he will, but I don't think he's gonna win a Champions League in Madrid. This might be controversial for me to say, and then I'm proved wrong. But next season they win the Champions League. I hope not. But yeah.
Well, it's a bold prediction, no doubt. I mean, I respect that,
Mhm.
but we'll have to see. I will clip it, just for safekeeping.
Clip it, save it, and then when 4 to 5 years, and if Madrid, and if he leaves Real Madrid and he's at AC Milan, bro, we are going back to this clip of this
Oh
Barca
yeah,
fan talk with a PSG shirt on, talking about how Mbappe is leaving for AC Milan, or it just all right,
bro.
just a Serie A club or something like that, man.
And if I'm ever back on Twitter at that point, which I honestly hope I don't, but if I for some whatever reason if I am, I will say this man right here, Marvin Melendez, has beaten Fabrizio Romano 4 years earlier. It's the
Here
truth.
we go,
There we go. Yeah.
beat him. But
All
yeah,
right.
I don't know, but that we definitely when we get into our little art like our segment when we're showing our like safe posts on Instagram, I definitely will we definitely have some transfer stuff we have to talk about. I do have some stuff I want to talk about, and we have a lot of posts
Definitely.
to go through, guys.
Yeah.
We got posts from what is this? From May 23rd. We got something from May, but hey, I'm glad to go through these. It's been a minute, so let's get to it.
Yeah.
Or mhm.
Well, actually, before we get to that, actually, just really quick, just a quick segment on Europa because we haven't touched on that really quick. I mean, I know you already talked about Tottenham and all that and Man United, but I want to share my stuff on that. Here's one thing that I want to say, and I think everyone, all of us, can agree: this Tottenham versus Man United final is a phenomenon that I have never seen in football before, but it's also a phenomenon that should be stayed in the future because the fact that we got to see 17th place Tottenham have Champions League qualification, just 3 spots above relegation.
No,
I
literally one
cannot
spot
like
out. No, one spot.
you have right. Um, it's something you have to see to believe it because it's the most outrageous, unrealistic like thing that could happen in football. Like I just cannot believe it. Now, you mentioned that you respect Tottenham winning their first trophy in since the age of the dinosaurs. As an Arsenal fan, I
Hmm.
honestly cannot. I honestly cannot. I was really, really hoping for Man United to win that game, and it turns out that they freaking lost by an own goal for crying out loud. So that is just laughable, like in all levels. But for me, football lost there. Like I know football won for the majority, including you, because Tottenham. I mean, I do agree. It's always awesome to see a football club win their first trophy, either in history or in a long time, like Crystal Palace or even Newcastle. I agree to that. I 100% agree to that. But
Hmm.
I will say, my only exception is this Tottenham win because as an Arsenal fan, like I don't know how you feel about this as an Arsenal fan, but now I have to live in a reality where Spurs fans will never let us hear the end of it. That they've won a European competition before we have, and that's just my worst nightmare come true right there. I would rather have been hearing the banter of United fans over Spurs fans winning Europa League, and now,
Wait,
unfortunately,
we never won a Europa League?
no.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
the fact that Tottenham has won a European competition before Arsenal, that's just something I hope would have never happened. And well, unfortunately, this 2024-25 football season gave us exactly that. So those are my thoughts on the Europa League final. I mean, bro, for crying out loud, no one was excited for this final. Everyone that I've talked to was not looking forward to this final. Everyone said that this final was crap, one of the worst finals that we could have possibly have gone, especially in this Europa
Yes.
League season.
Hmm. Agreed. Definitely agree with you.
So yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate that we didn't get to see other teams like say Fiorentina or even Fiorentina was the Conference League. Atletico Bilbao, Bodo Glimt from the Scandinavian club. I honestly wish we could have seen one of those two clubs reach the final instead of Spurs or United, but unfortunately, that didn't happen. And yeah, I wish United could have won that game, but unfortunately, our worst rivals have won it, and now we remain not only trophyless but still another year to our history without having won a single competition in Europe. So those are my thoughts on the Europa League final.
I hope Arsenal wins something soon rather than later. So we'll see, bro. We'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see how things go. Right now,
we'll
I
see how
am
next
sorry,
season
but
goes.
I am trying to save. There's a lot of stuff I actually want to save to our section, so I'm saving a lot. I'm sorry, but yeah,
Anyways, you wanna? I mean, yeah, you wanna talk briefly on the Conference League?
bro. I really wanted Real Betis to win, bro. I did not want Chelsea to win. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you.
I don't think anyone other than Chelsea fans wanted Chelsea to win. That's basically it.
Yeah, I did not want no.
Football lost in the Conference League as well for
That's where
such a
football
reason.
is. I definitely think that's where football is.
Bro,
Um,
the fact here's one thing though. The fact that the GOAT decided to ghost in this game blows my mind. Like what the heck happened to the GOAT? He was killing it up to that
he
point,
didn't
and all of a
ghost,
sudden
bro.
nothing.
He didn't have his teammates didn't want to tee up. But that does
That's something.
that does does raise question. What is next for Anthony?
I mean, well, okay, well, he is returning to Man United. That's a good point. Here's the thing, right? Anthony has made it very much clear that he does not want to play for United at all. Like he doesn't want to know. He doesn't give a crap about the club. He doesn't want to know nothing about the club. Like he's done. It's like a broken relationship, you know. Like he's done. He's completely done with the club. So I am curious to see.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say I am curious to see how this situation will develop and end up, because the best scenario is for United to sell Anthony, because again the player has made it clear that he wants nothing to do with United. Why would you keep him then? So the best scenario is for United to sell him. Whether that will happen, I have no idea, because this United team is I think everyone will agree, one of the worst managed clubs in the Premier League right now. So I'm very curious to know how the situation will end up. What will United sell Anthony?
So here's what I think. This is like probably like a move. Like you probably not might agree with me or not, but here's what I think. You know where he should play since his time at United is over. He
Right.
should definitely. Hold on, my bad. I wanted to say this because this is literally something I wanted to talk about the show. Well, all right, I'm done saving stuff, so I'm gonna continue on and focus. Okay,
Right.
I think
No
Borussia
worries.
Dortmund would fit him. It's just like let's be honest. I feel like a lot of players who've played at Dortmund have basically a lot of young players, and don't get me wrong, Anthony is still technically young. He's not that old. He's
Right.
like Mbappe's age, I think, or younger. People at this age, like he can literally just. I mean, he did revive his career in Real Betis, so we could see the same thing at Dortmund. Maybe they loan him out with the buy clause. I'm surprised though, like Real Betis didn't buy him. You know, I really thought they
Yeah, I
were
agree.
gonna. I thought they were gonna buy him. I would have personally. I would have bought him. I just hope that. I mean, I don't know what's next for Anthony. I really hope he doesn't go back to United. I really wish that he goes to another club. I don't know, but United is not the mood for him. I think it's time for him to go to somewhere else. I think a move to Germany wouldn't be bad. Dortmund. Hey, Dortmund. Hey, what if I predict this? Hey, Dortmund, hit me up. We got Anthony to go. You want to go? Got Anthony. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, maybe he goes to not a Syria,
La Liga.
another. Hear me out. He could probably go to Barcelona, which I doubt they even want him, but they could go. They could go for him. I mean, they need someone to fill in Rafinha's shoes when he retires or when he leaves. Why not? Or what's another good team? Maybe he goes back to. I just think he should take his experience out of England. Maybe he'll go to Chelsea. I don't know. I feel like something like
Oh
that might happen.
gosh, no.
Or hear me out. We can go to Arsenal. I'll
I
take
would
it.
love that. I would
I
love
would love
that.
that. I know earlier this season we wouldn't want that, but now we would want that because he could go.
Yeah.
But look, I'm telling you, this man revived his career, and I'm happy he did.
Dude, imagine Ante on the left, Sock on the right. Chef's kiss.
No, bro, bro, we can't get rid of Martinelli, bro.
Nah, I'm
No, you
sorry.
know what?
I'm
Anthony could be
gonna
the
have to
striker.
disagree with you on that, bro. I
Anthony
mean,
could be the
yeah,
striker.
true, but Martin. I mean, if I was really to choose between Martinelli and Anthony, that's no question, bro. Like that's a no
Oh
brainer.
yeah, you're right. I pick
Anthony,
Anthony
bro.
over Martinelli any day of the week.
Yeah,
Actually, you're right.
yeah.
But hey, man, there's a lot we should definitely. We got more to discuss in the next segment, but let's keep it short right now.
All right,
My prediction: Dortmund. That's my prediction.
all right.
Or I can't see him staying United and ruin his career, but I see Dortmund. So
Okay,
what about you?
that's a good shout out. Well, to be honest, I personally think that he should stay in La Liga. Like, I think it is unfortunate that Betis apparently is not going to try to buy him out. I think they really should, like you said. But
Hmm.
if it's not going to be Betis, then definitely go for another club. And I mean, Barca would be an amazing fit. Like, I would totally see that happening. And that would again, it
But
would be an amazing signing. I think
you know,
it would be a big W signing for Barca.
and here's the thing. You know who they're rather going with instead of him, and I'm really disappointed. It's Rashford. I don't want Rashford. Okay,
Yeah, I agree.
this man's.
Like, what is
I'd
Barca
rather
thinking?
I'd rather have literally I would have what's his name? Anthony, I'm sorry. Anthony over Rashford any day of the week, man. Like personally,
Dude,
I would not want Rashford at the
yeah.
club. Okay. So
We're talking about a 27-year-old dude, by the way, Marcus Rashford, who is, I mean, I forgot where this guy's playing. He's playing Aston Villa. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since that signing happened, I honestly forgot he was being playing at Aston Villa. So that
me
alone
too.
should tell
I
you
mean,
everything.
I don't even think he's revived his career at that club. Like,
No.
look, Marcus Rashford, he started well. Don't get me wrong. He started well, and I think it just started to decline. Um, I just hope that Barcelona, like transfer news, I hope Barcelona goes for a great, not a great, but like they go for like I just hope that they go for they got to think. Okay. I definitely think, like me personally, we definitely need to get a new, maybe a new winger, like a backup winger. Because I think Ferran Torres, yes, he's a great backup player. Don't get me wrong. We need a backup winger.
Yeah.
We need new defense, like a new defensive player. I think we should get Christensen out, new defensive player, and maybe a
Mhm.
new midfielder. Maybe a new midfielder, because there's a lot of controversy going on with De Jong, you know, and I don't know.
Mhm.
I would like to see Delit, because Delit and De Jong, those two, chef's kiss, bro. So bring them together. Bring
The
me Delit, and we will be happy. But he's been really rubbish for
the
United, so I don't know about that. But
the dead duos.
the dead duos, bro.
Nice. Well, going back really quick on my prediction. Well, not really much of a prediction, but where I think Anthony could, land on. Again, I would highly recommend him to stay in La Liga because I think that's the league where he probably like best fits. But if it's not going to be Betis and if it's not going to be Barcelona, what's a club I can see him play in? Although I'm not sure how well he would fit in though. Bilbao, Athletic Club.
Well, he can't though,
Why not?
because Athletic Bilbao can only sign players from Basque. That's the rule.
Oh,
They don't sign
oh,
players out of Basque unless he gets citizenship from Basque. He can't sign there.
okay. I did not know about that. So scratch that. Never mind
Yeah,
about that.
you actually didn't know that? You didn't know that?
I
Yeah,
didn't know
Athletic
that.
Bilbao
I didn't
don't.
know that.
If you look at their squad, they're like if you look up Athletic Bilbao squad, if and literally, that's their rule. They don't sign players outside of the Basque region. So and think about that, like um so Nico Williams is from the Basque region. Inakai Williams, Sansit, Unai Simon, they're all from the Basque region. And like if you see players like that's outside from their country, like Laporte, yeah, Laporte could play there. You remember Laporte, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He could play there. They had who's a this guy right here. Who was his name? Yuri Berecice. He's Algerian,
Okay.
but he plays there. But yeah. So just search up the Athletic Bilbao rule. Just basically search it up. I mean, you can literally see all the stuff. Like it, literally, like it's rare. A couple players could play there, but they don't sign anybody outside of Spain or their region. So
Wow, that
if
is
you think about
crazy.
it, if you think about this, that region is literally like a hidden gem. Athletic Bilbao are low key a hidden gem.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it's like with Chivas, there are a rule of signing only Mexican players and no foreign players.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah. So it's a very interesting fact. Okay, well, if it's not Bilbao, then we're just scratching our names here at this point. If it's not Bilbao, then I guess the club that I would choose for him would be. Let me just check the standings here.
I wouldn't say Villarreal
Um,
because I think that's the rivals, Real Betis rivals. I think
yeah, I was also gonna say Villarreal, and I mean
maybe
maybe
Valencia.
even I was gonna say maybe even Real Sociedad to be fair,
That would be a good one. That's a shout.
or Sevilla too.
Or yeah, no. Because maybe actually yeah, because that's a shout. But Sevilla, I think I think Valencia, Sevilla hit 17th. Oh my God, 17th place,
Dude, they were literally 1 point above the relegation zone.
bro. That would have been crazy.
That's the second time in a row, is it not?
Yeah, or Athletic Bilbao. Sorry, that's crazy, nah, bro. No, last season they got 14th. Damn,
Okay. Well, actually, I do remember that at some point they were fighting relegation.
I didn't know that. They
It
were
follows
just in
Sevilla,
Champions
bro.
League 4 seasons ago. But like I was saying, man, what was this club? Valencia would fit. I think I remember Valencia were actually literally in dead last earlier this season, and they had the comeback. I think Valencia would fit. I think Valencia needs a rebuild. Real Sociedad would be good, a shout out. I think Atletico Madrid would be a shout out too.
Atletico Madrid?
But yeah,
Yeah, it could be.
yeah, but yeah. I mean, yeah.
There we go.
I
And
guess we could get to our next segment.
that closes our goat debate, or not debate, but our goat segment. A in the chat for Anthony the goat. Just why not? All right. So you want to share your screen?
Yeah, my bad. So we're getting what's our next segment?
Yeah,
The
the author's notes.
author's notes, boys. Let's do it.
For those who are new to the show and are not familiar with this segment, this is the part of the show where me and AWCP Cup have saved us some topics to talk about, mainly posts from Instagram. So we have it collected, the both of us together, and we're just going to be picking each one. And yeah, just ones that we chose to talk about for today's show. Hence, the author's notes.
Okay,
And there we
should be
go.
sharing. All right,
This
guys.
format
Here we go.
stinks. Oh, shit.
So we're starting. I'm gonna just go in order from how we sent them. Might as well.
Okay.
All right. So May 23rd, I think you sent this one, or I don't know, one of us sent it. I think you did. So Napoli are the champions for the fourth time in history. So congratulations on Napoli on that. What do we think on this? I heard that Antonio Conte actually got a pay raise, or they're trying to get a pay raise on him. They want to continue on. I think I think the Napoli have a chance. I don't know. I'm liking this Napoli team, but what do you
But
think, honestly? What is your
well, it's kind of weird that you say that they're offering him a pay raise because I just heard, like, just recently that he's leaving the club. Like, am I wrong?
really?
Like, am I being confused with someone
I
else?
I did not know that. Wait, I gotta check that. Hold up, my screen is
I'm
being weird. Okay.
I'm uh, I'm
Um.
not like I'm like 90% sure because I'm pretty sure I did hear out there that he was actually leaving the club after this win.
Oh, I see. Like Juventus and Man United are targeting him. Even Arsenal. Wow. Oh no. He's telling them it's for a Man United and Arsenal target. Still wants to sway Juventus. I think are trying to get him. I think I see that.
Let me see here.
I don't know. Like that I did not know. But like what I saw is that Napoli are trying to offer him to stay. They want him to stay and continue the project and trying to yeah, okay, yeah, it's Juventus. Yeah, Juventus are eyeing Antonio Conte. Oh no,
That's
they
interesting.
were, but he actually decided to stay.
Yeah, I think he rejected because I'm seeing an article here from One Football. Conte's rejection shocks Juventus fans, and they never want him to return. That's funny. Italian
Yeah,
fans are
I don't know.
so passionate. They're
Hey,
okay.
I
Italian fans are sensitive. Like, not to say it in a bad way, but they're sensitive. Like, if you piss them off,
bro,
they're pissed at you forever. Like, they don't let it go at all.
dude, I think next season I'm gonna try to see if I can watch more Serie A, and I'm gonna try to see if I can pick a team that I like. I think AC Milan's my favorite team, though, if you say. But I want to see,
All
like,
right.
I just want to see how it's Serie A. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I have an AC Milan. I have a lot of AC Milan jerseys, so like, I feel like I'm an AC Milan fan, but at
At
the
this
same
point,
time,
yeah, at this point, you are,
but
bro.
like, I think so. But I have Inter Milan. I have a Napoli jersey. I have Juventus. Literally, like, I don't even have a Roma one, but watch me get a Roma one of these days. I don't have a big preference club, but hey, man. Anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up the notes. Congrats to Lukaku, our goat, our second goat.
Oh my
for
gosh.
winning a Serie A. Anyways, no, it's crazy to think you got Scott McTominay, former United player, winning a Serie A. He won
I'm
something.
kidding. I'm kidding.
All
I'm
right,
kidding.
let's get to the next one. All right, so here we go. Can we
Oh
read that?
yes,
Can you read that?
Luka
Or is it
Modric.
hard to read?
Uh, well, my screen is pretty small as all heck. Yeah, I cannot read that. It's way too small.
All right, I'll read it off my screen. Okay, maybe I can wait.
I mean,
Actually,
I guess what I could do at this point is just switch the because if I'm not mistaken, I think I can switch the
oh, I
ratio
could do
of the
this. I
screen
could do this.
itself.
I could do this.
Oh no, I
Do
cannot. Never
that.
mind.
You can read that. Yeah. All
Let me
right.
see. Hold
So
on. Oh yeah, I can read that a little bit.
okay,
Yeah.
I'll read it. I'll read it. So, official letter from Luka Modric to Real Madrid fans as he leaves the club this summer. Dear Real Madrid fans, time has come. The moment I've never wanted to come, but that's football as in life. Everything has a beginning and an end. On Saturday, I will play my last. Well, this was a month ago. He'll play his last match at the Santiago Bernabeu. He arrived in 2012 with the desire to wear
Wow.
the shirt of the best team in the world. He's lying. Um, and with the ambition to the big things, but I couldn't imagine what came next. Playing at Real Madrid changed my life as a soccer player and as a person. It's been something magical. I feel so proud to be a part of one of the most successful eras of the best club. Of, I'm sorry, club in the
Come on,
history.
bro. Come on.
Madrid. I
Don't joke
want to
here.
thank the club. I want to thank the club from the bottom of my heart, especially President Florentino Perez, my teammates, coaches, and all the people who have helped me there. Damn, this is a long letter, bro. Like,
Bro
damn.
wrote
Yeah.
bro wrote a freaking essay, dude.
Throughout these years, I've experienced incredible moments, comebacks that seemed impossible, final celebrations, and magical nights at the Bernabeu. We won everything. I was very happy, very, very happy. But beyond the titles and victories, I carry in the heart affection of all Madrid fans. I really don't know how to explain the special connection I have with you and how supported, respected, loved, and have felt and feel. I will never forget each ovation, all the gestures of affection you have showed me during the years, leaving a full heart filled with pride, gratitude, and unforgettable memories. And even through after the Club World Cup, I'm no longer going to wear his shirt on the field. I'll always be a Madrid fan. A la Madrid y nada más. All right.
Pretty
Well,
standard farewell.
standard farewell. All I gotta say, one of the best in the game. I think, but I respect Modric. I like Modric. Don't get me wrong. A Ballon d'Or winner too, and it's not. It's rare to hear that Modric is a Ballon d'Or winner. You wouldn't believe me, but yeah, he is. And it's crazy. He's leaving the club. He's 38, isn't he? Isn't he like? He's really old though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was very lucky to get this one season left with Madrid because I remember last season it was in question of whether Real Madrid would give him one more
La,
season or not.
la,
So he
last
was lucky that he
season,
got it.
last season, I thought he was gonna. I said this so many times, but he's still great at what he does. I think it's best he leaves. It gives people like Arda Güler to get opportunities. I think this is a chance, and I think Arda Güler is going to prove himself in Madrid next season,
Okay.
definitely. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, like this is the guy that deserves an icon card in FIFA. Basically, that like obviously a big, huge icon in the game, a true Real Madrid legend who has certainly put his name into the history books, both in the game and in Real Madrid. So, yeah, yeah, in football, it is always kind of a sad moment to see an idol, a player that you admire a lot who has played for your club for so many years, finally hang up his boots in the club and say farewell to the club, to the fans. It's always a very sad moment, but still, it's just those moments that you also do appreciate, and you appreciate the time that the player has given to the club. And yeah, I mean, us football fans, all we could do is just wish Luka Modric the best because that man will always go down in history as one of the most favorable, one of the most likable, and one of the best midfielders that the game has offered in this 21st century.
yes, I agree. I definitely agree. So I guess we can get to our next post. So
Yeah.
that wraps up our. You know, I hope I think we got more to talk about Modric. I have something else I do want to talk about Modric, so we'll talk about him in a little
Okay.
bit. All right, next. Real Madrid announced Xabi Alonso as a new coach. Agreement and confirmed. How do we feel on this?
Well, yeah, this is what I mentioned earlier, and I mean, yeah, I'm very curious. I'm very intrigued by this. Actually, we'll have to see how Xabi Alonso can do in his first season with Real Madrid. Of course,
Look,
probably
mhm.
one of the main questions that everyone has is that will we see Real Madrid win an Invincibles with Xabi Alonso? I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I don't think so. Like
No,
I
no,
like
no.
La Liga is different from the Bundesliga, so it's very unfair to say or even to predict Real Madrid going through an Invincibles under Xabi Alonso just because he did that
It,
one season ago with Bayer
hmm
Leverkusen. So
hmm
I don't see it happening at all.
it,
But I mean, the main question I do have from this: could we see Real Madrid kind of struggle more than they did this season under the first season with Xabi Alonso?
maybe, maybe.
Because the transition will
Look,
definitely be a difference and obviously very interesting to see.
right. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Sometime. Sorry. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, so we can read everything.
All right.
Or does that look good to you, or do you like this? I'll be like that. I like that.
I
Okay.
think the way you had it previously because I could read it a little bit better.
That.
No, like originally.
Oh, like that.
Um, actually, you know what? I think go to the one that you were going to change to. I think that one's better actually. That yeah. There we go. Previous one. Like just one more. There we go. Yeah. Well, then again, the picture is kind of
I want to
small.
show.
You know what?
I want to
Forget.
show the
Yeah. You know what?
picture.
Forget it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like this one.
All right.
Um, yeah. Definitely. I would. This is like I agree with you. La Liga is a okay. Look, if you tell me the top three competitive leagues, I'm going to tell you the Premier League, La Liga, and Serie A. Those are my top three competitive leagues in football. Um,
Okay.
and La Liga is one of them. Because Barca, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, the top three teams of that in that league, they're gonna. I'm not gonna say they're gonna struggle, but it's gonna be competition, and I'm gonna enjoy this. Um, I just think Hansi Flick is more experience. Diego Simone, more experience. We know, and who knows? Maybe we'll see how Hansi Flick can deal with Xabi Alonso. How Xabi Alonso deals with Hansi Flick. I'm excited to see. I props to that. I just wish he didn't go to Madrid. I kind of wish he continued that Leverkusen project and try to rebuild Leverkusen. I kind of wish they did.
It kind of felt too short, huh? His stay at Bayer
He
Leverkusen.
was only there like 2 seasons, I think, or three.
That's
No, three
crazy, dude.
seasons.
That's crazy. What
hmm
is it with the Bundesliga is letting go of their stars? Like you have Dortmund, who sell their stars in a short time span. Like, why should they do that?
Because Dortmund really just build young stars. That's really how I see it.
I mean, yeah, but the point is the point is quite literally just to keep them as much as they can. Like unless a team offers them €1 billion, like an offer
hmm
that you would really be dumb to reject.
Right.
Unless that happens, like there's no reason to let them go just yet. Like let them stay for like at least 5 years, and then you can sell them for like as much as you want.
Yeah.
But
But
anyway,
yeah.
let's go off topic back to the Xabi Alonso stuff. Um, you mentioned the competition that we will now see between him and Hansi Flick with Barca and Diego Simeone with Atletico Madrid. With all that being said, I honestly think Barca will probably win the Liga next season because this is basically going to be a transition year for Real Madrid. So, like, it will not start off from the front foot. Basically, they're gonna have to give him some time. Gus reaction, I love it. So yeah. With that being said, Carlo Ancelotti basically lost 90% of El Clásicos this season because we got a good number of El
You
Clásicos
mean
this season.
100%?
Okay, so Real Madrid did not beat Barcelona at all this season.
No, they didn't.
Okay, okay, I thought they beat them like at least once, but no, okay, that confirms it.
Mm-mm.
Okay, with that being said, I do wonder, like you mentioned, or like you just mentioned before previously, I do wonder if we could see Xabi Alonso beat Hansi Flick this season, like specifically in the El Clasico games, because the fact that we did not see Ancelotti win a single one this season, like that's just crazy in and of itself. So now I'm curious to see how Real Madrid will do this season with Xabi Alonso. Could we see them finally beat Barcelona next season under Xabi Alonso under this new manager?
Well, we'll find out next season.
That's your
All right.
excuse for I don't want to answer because I'm a Barca fan.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's
Fair
get to
enough.
the next one.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Eric Ten, I did not know this. Oh man, Eric Ten Hag signs a contract with Bayer Leverkusen on Monday. Yo, yo,
ISF. There's only one word that can describe
you
this: downgrade.
no, watch him do better in Leverkusen than United. If he
Oh,
does
he
better in
will.
Leverkusen, look,
Oh,
if he
he
does
will.
better,
Totally.
if he wins a league with them, bro, I'm gonna tell you, United's the problem.
Well,
If he wins,
duh,
but look, you want
dude.
to see something? Look,
What's up?
read that.
I can barely read that. What does it say? Good luck. Bring Onana to Leverkusen. Oh boy. I
Um,
mean,
I
who was that,
I'm
by the
hope
way, who said that?
Mario Delano. I don't even know who that is. He's a United
Yeah,
fan.
I don't.
He makes
Okay.
sense. He wants him out of the club. Makes sense.
All
Um,
right. Well, look, it's
l-
no
l-
coincidence that McTominay
read.
won a league title and that Anthony reached
McTominay.
the final of the European
Speaking of that,
competition.
look at this. McTominay leaves United, he wins the Italian league. Anthony leaves United, becomes prime Messi. Ten Hag, you know what's coming. Ten Hag, you know what's coming.
Bro,
I
it happens all the time. We've seen it happen with every manager who has left that stupid club. Okay, stupid is harsh, but still, a dumpster fire of a club. It's gonna happen. We're gonna see Ten Hag have more success with Leverkusen than with United. It's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. It's
yeah,
just how it
I don't know. I didn't know about this till literally I opened this post. Wow,
is.
wow. Okay,
That's
all
how
right.
things works, man. That's how things
I
works.
guess. All right. Well, let's get to the next segment.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Man United is a career-killing club.
Agree. All right, next segment. Chesney
All
set to
right,
sign a new Barca contract very soon.
this is your
Now,
boy, isn't it?
now here's my issue with this, right? We're gonna
Oh,
get into the
okay. All
goalkeeper
right.
situation in a bit. Who's gonna be the starting goalkeeper next season?
That's
That's
a good point.
because look, Chesney's here. I love Chesney. One of the best goalkeepers. I wish he we won a Champions League, man. But here's the thing, right? This because we're gonna get into it a little bit because I know we saved it. So actually, let's get back into this a little bit later. But I know he
All right.
stayed signed with him, so we're gonna continue on this segment because we're gonna get back into this one, guys. So,
All
all
right.
right. Ronaldo has posted a cryptic message about his future of FIFA after the FIFA president Gianna Infantino said discussions were taking place for the forward to play at the Club World Cup. The chapter is over. The story still being written. Grateful to all. All right.
Yeah,
Where do we think Ronaldo's going?
this is a post that I added because there's something specific that I want to ask you in particular.
Hmm.
Do you really think this message? Ugh, I can't speak. This message is his farewell? Because to me, I feel like people are reading way too much into this, if not thinking completely outside of this. Like for me, this is just a simple closing message to the season. Nowhere in that message does he says that he's leaving the club. That's basically my point. So the fact that everyone is taking the way that he's like that this is his farewell to the club, I'm like, are you sure? Because I'm not exactly reading into that extent. But now the question goes to you. When you read this message, what do you think? Like what's your first impression of this message to you?
Honestly, I I would say like I might agree with the other what people are saying that this could be like a message of him leaving. Um, it's really really. I don't know. I would say that this message. I agree with the people. That's what I want to say.
All right.
It seems like this chapter is over. That just doesn't sound right. Why would he say this chapter is over? That's just me. If he didn't say this chapter is over, he's you know I don't know. I feel like he's ready to leave. I think it's time. His time is because the only. Let's be honest. I feel like did he leave? Did he go to Saudi Arabia for the money? I would say so. Yes, but at the same
Yeah.
time, he I feel like he wants. I feel like Ronaldo might go back to Europe. Like, if this is his chance to leave, I think we're seeing him going to his boyhood club, Sporting. I could see that happening, or he wants to go play with Messi, which I doubt he will. I don't think he wants to play. It's gonna if he does, it's gonna be Messi and Ronaldo and friends. So, um, but I think it definitely. I don't know. This is something I didn't really think about, but yeah, I mean, I think he might leave. But I see what your point is, though.
Yeah, because I mean, here's my take. When he says this chapter is over, I take it like personally, I take it as him saying that the season is over. Like, another chapter of the season that's over. Now time to move on to the next season, maybe. I'm not exactly like taking this into the extent that he's leaving the club. Like this is farewell to the club. But to take your side of this argument, if he is leaving, then I genuinely do not know where he goes from here. I mean, Europe is the more ideal place, but as to which club specifically, I honestly would have no idea. Especially
I would
like
say
say Sporting. Like, okay, I agree, but who
because
else?
Sporting.
No idea.
You want to know why Sporting? Because Georges is gonna leave this season. So Ronaldo,
Ooh,
that's your
yeah,
opportunity. They need a striker. Ronaldo will be
that's a
that
good point,
their
man.
number one. Their number one
That's a,
or number
that's a
seven.
very good. That's a very good point. But I mean, yeah, other than Sporting, I mean, where else can you see him? Because to be honest with you,
Messi and
like even if
friends.
it's not MLS, I don't see
Bro,
him joining Inter Miami.
if he goes to Inter Miami, if this man goes to Inter Miami, dude, those Inter Miami tickets will be the most expensive ever.
Oh yeah.
It would be most
It's
expensive ever.
it's gonna be a financial nightmare for the fans, dude. Like that would be horrible. That's the worst thing that they need right now. But no, I don't see him joining Inter Miami. Also, I don't think it would be even possible for that because I'm pretty sure Inter Miami would not be able to sign him due to the league to the strict roster rules. So, yeah, even if Miami wanted to sign Ronaldo, I kind of doubt they would be able to right now, given the players that they have right now with the contracts, the DP slots, and whatever, all of that shenanigans. I kind of doubt they'd be able to sign Ronaldo realistically, even if they wanted to. But besides Sporting, besides Miami, I honestly don't know where I could see Ronaldo at. Like, I really don't. Like with a club. I mean, at this point, shouldn't the guy just retire? Like, how old is he at this point?
40.
Let me check that. There you go. Like, I really don't know to what certain point he will continue with his career. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he should finish. I mean, I did just say that, to be fair. Like, I'm not saying it in a bad way, though. Like, the guy's done. He should just call it quits. I'm not saying that, but I mean, at this, like, again, where do you really go from here? Because here's the thing: the man was making the biggest deal out of this signing at the time, but the Saudi Pro League, how the Saudi League has a future, how the Saudi League will grow. Guess what? None of that happened. It's been like 3 years now since he joined Al Nassr. So I very find it funny how he hyped up the league all for nothing. So, I agree with you. I think it is about time that he is leaving the club. He honestly should at this point. But again, going back to my question, because I really don't know the answer to this, where does he go from here? If it's not Sporting, if it's not Miami, then to who else? And if it's
We will
not
find out.
then should he hang up his boots?
I don't think he's gonna hang up his boots. I think I said this to you earlier this season. He wants to play with his son for one season, so that's what I think he's gonna go up to. Once he plays with his son, he's done. It's like LeBron. He plays with his son, and I think he's gonna play with both of his sons because LeBron is literally the same age as this man. LeBron is
Oh,
like LeBron James is 40 as well. LeBron's gonna wait
yeah.
till his other son comes to the league, which is this season or next season, and he's gonna hang up his boots. So that's what I think Ronaldo's gonna do. Once Art when Junior plays for with him, he's gonna retire. That's what I think is gonna happen.
All right.
So, but yeah, let's get to the next one, guys.
Moving right along.
All right, here we go. Kevin De Bruyne. Lawyers are in Napoli, basically. I'm not gonna say Naples, but Napoli. Hoping to close the deal. How do we feel on this?
Well, I think it's pretty much getting close, actually, getting very close, like 90% there.
I
So
think it
I
happened,
mean, yeah,
right?
good. Not officially yet, but it's getting very close. Like it's basically done. It's practically done. But I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, I have no problem with this. I think this is a good choice. Here's the thing, though, with
It's an
in the World
interesting
Cup.
choice, honestly.
Here's the thing. It was between Napoli and Chicago Fire. Now, there's two
I
sides that I
thought it
want to get
was
into this.
I thought it was Charlotte.
No, Chicago Fire.
No. I thought it was New York. My fault. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I think he should have gone to New York. To New York, but here's the thing. It was between Napoli and Chicago Fire. The funny thing is that Chicago Fire was actually in constant communication with this guy for quite a while, for a few weeks. They were really trying to fight for him. Like it was a tough one because later it was Napoli who was like first it was Chicago Fire who had initial talks with him. Then Napoli came along, so it was between Napoli and Chicago Fire. At the end of the day, if you ask me, of course it was a no-brainer between Napoli and one of the worst teams in MLS right now. It's a no-brainer. So yeah, I feel
LA
happy for
Galaxy.
him. I think. Thank you. I really needed that. So yeah,
Okay.
this was a great choice. So yeah, this was a great choice. I think again, it's a no-brainer. However, with all that being said, I do feel bad for the Chicago Fire fans because I still Kevin De Bruyne to MLS would have been a great signing to see this summer. But with Chicago, it was never going to happen. Especially with Napoli just being crowned City A champions. Again, it's a no-brainer, dude. It's like everyone would have been mind blown if Kevin De Bruyne chose Chicago Fire over Napoli. So again, I will end my discussion with this. It was a no-brainer. How about
Yeah,
you?
agreed. I didn't even know about the Chicago Fire rumors, honestly. Um, he just wants to. I think he got like a year or two and he's left in Europe. Maybe he'll reconsider MLS. It feels like a Mesut Ozil for me, honestly. Ozil was in
Mesut
contact with
Ozil?
DC United, and yeah,
Oh,
when
right. Yeah, you're right.
he decided to pick Fenerbahce over DC United, and I was really
I remember
so
that.
mad because I really wanted Ozil to our club. I really wanted him there, and he picked Fenerbahce. But you know what? What can we do? Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to the next one.
All
Made
right.
me sad.
Sad ending.
All right. All right, yeah, I wanted to get into this one. How do we feel? Arsenal are the only English team to win the UWCL. How do we feel on that? They won it
Well,
twice.
here's
They
how.
just won it, actually.
Yeah. Well, here's how I feel about this. Obviously, like as an Arsenal fan, I'm very happy for them. But it just doesn't feel the same with the men's team competing in the men's Champions League. That's all I'm saying. Like, not to sound like
Damn, I
controversial
lost it.
or political,
Uh-huh.
but
Hmm.
I don't know. Like, I can't. Like, it just doesn't feel the same. Like, there's not the same feeling. Like, and here's the other thing, right? Everyone else, especially those who hate Arsenal, are going to say like it doesn't count because it's the Women's Champions League, so it doesn't count. Like whatever. But again, at the end of the day, we cannot say that we won the UEFA Champions League because it hasn't happened. So I'm happy that the
Yeah.
women's won the Women's Champions League, but again, there's just that level, the other level that is also weighing on this scale is that you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish I could be more optimistic about this. I know I'm being too pessimistic, but that's just how I feel about this. But I mean, you being fellow Arsenal fan as well, I'm curious to know like how do you feel about this World Cup?
I don't know. I'm happy for them. Don't get me wrong. Congrats on them. Okay, short discussion. That's really all I had to say. Short discussion, really.
Yeah,
Anyways, because I accidentally deleted it, so like I just want to continue on to the next one.
yeah.
Okay,
I think this was mine,
so
right?
here's
Or was it?
no, this is mine. Luis Suarez
Oh, okay.
has brought Messi to board to support his longtime club, Deportivo LS, now renamed Deportivo LSM, as they prepare under. I don't. You want to know
Dude,
why I found this so funny? Okay.
well, I think I can give you a guess to what I'm about to say. It it took me the second look at it, like the third time that I looked at it. It took me three times to notice that the logo is basically Luis Suarez Messi.
Exactly. Literally, this comment right here,
Oh my
Deportivo
gosh.
Luis Suarez Messi. This is what made me die laughing, bro. Literally, this
It's
is the
it's it's the
honest.
truth though. It's the truth.
Honestly, best friends there. this should be interesting. I mean, I don't really follow the Uruguay league, but like, hey, congrats on them.
The logo is
What do
clean
you? What
too.
do you?
You have to admit.
Yeah. Anyways,
Like
next
I think
discussion.
I would,
Uh-huh.
bro.
What were you
Not
saying?
gonna lie. Prediction. Given the like, I don't know what level they're in, but they're gonna sell out their jerseys. That's basically it. Let's be honest. They're gonna sell out.
They're in the fourth division.
They're gonna sell out.
Yeah.
It's a cash grab, dude.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
Arsenal and Martin Zubimendi. Is it even official yet? Because I feel
It's official.
this has been going on for several months now.
It's official. I
Really?
I did
Okay.
not know about this, bro. I did not know they were trying to get
Are you
him.
serious?
But I did not know that. But yeah, he's an Arsenal player now. Yeah, he's set for the medical. Yeah,
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, he's
Well, I
already.
mean, look, my initial feelings on this, like, it's a good signing. Don't get me wrong. Like, it doesn't take away the fact that this is a pretty good signing for Arsenal. But again, another midfielder. Where the living crap are we gonna get the goddamn striker?
Where is
Like,
Georkis?
what part that this club needs a striker do these lot not understand? That's my question.
I agree.
Like,
I
do
don't.
they just
I
straight up hate strikers at this point? Like, is Arsenal the only club in the world
don't.
that
Dude,
hates the striker?
hey man, give it a couple seconds. Give it a couple seconds because
I know Benjamin Sesko. I know.
you, no, I mean like still we
Well,
got
that's one of the posts in this.
yeah, but still we still got time. Literally, the
True.
transfer window started. So,
We'll see. I mean, they better. That's
anyways,
all I'm saying. They better.
let's see. Yeah, but like I hope that we'll get into it though. We'll get into that. But this good signing. I remember last season Liverpool really tried to sign him, and he rejected Liverpool because he said that his home was Real Sociedad, and he
That's
accepts
funny.
Arsenal. That's what I'm like, yo. How many defensive midfielders do they need at Arsenal? I agree with this guy. But yeah,
I mean, yeah. It proves my point. We're getting more midfielders and strikers at this point.
yeah. Anyways, we did talk about this earlier, so we're gonna skip this. But yeah, Chelsea are the only club in European history to win all four major UEFA champion titles. So congrats on them. We already talked about this earlier, so we can skip this honestly.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Arsenal start initial talks with Benjamin Sesko with approaches ongoing. Sesko has always been a very high on recruitment team
Uh,
management.
I think your site is a little bit laggy because my screen still shows the Chelsea post. Oh, there we go.
I see it in my screen. Now Sesko will leave and Arsenal are on it. So honestly, hear me out. They can go for Georg and Sesko. All I care, bro. They can go for
That's what
both
I
of them.
want, dude. I mean, dude, that would
Hey,
be a dream. That would be a dream transfer window if we got Sesko and Gyökeres. If we got those two players, then we have no excuse in not winning the league. That's all I'm saying.
it
But
has says
will it
that.
happen? I kind of doubt
Uh,
it.
it does say that their first offer has been rejected.
Right.
So let's see how Arsenal responds to that. What was
Well,
the other? Oh, Sesko. But go ahead.
I was gonna say that what I find curious about this is that Arsenal were actually going for Sesko last season, but Sesko rejected him, and as a matter of fact, he actually extended his contract with Leipzig, right? It's Leipzig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm now I am intrigued on the fact that now there's open discussions between both sides. But again, biggest takeaway is just this right here: these two fingers being crossed, because again, we need a striker, and if like at this point it's either or. Like, I don't care who you guys pick, just choose one or choose both. But just do it, you know. I'm
Don't sign no
begging
more
y'all
mid.
on my knees, just do it.
Don't don't sign no more midfielders. Get
Exactly.
Zubimendi. We'll take Zubimendi,
Yeah.
and then just go for these two. And then if you guys
Yeah.
want to make some weird transfers, go ahead, but go for these two.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
100%
You
agree.
know what? Bring
100% agree.
Mbappe if we have to.
Oh heck no, dude.
Bring. Remember, I asked him, bro. I was like, "Come, G." He never responded. I'm kind of mad at him. I thought we
Oh
were
wow,
boys.
that's right. He ghosted you,
Anyway,
bro. That's
yeah, he
messed up.
ghosted me, man. All right, but yeah, I hope I agree with you. Either or. Either or.
Yeah.
All right, I guess this one's yours. So, Man United are interested to signing Brentford's forward Brian Mbembo. He's one of the number of forwards they initially discussed. And Brentford will listen to offers from Mbembo and with Wisa, but they are not under any pressure to sell any of their players. Choosing Man
Like, so here's the
United
thing.
over choosing Man United over Champions League contenders. This shows how big United is. Mm.
Well, here's the thing. You mentioned about Zubimendi rejecting Liverpool because he said that Sociedad was his home, and then he accepts Arsenal. The exact same thing has happened. Well, I mean, okay, we'll get to more on that when we get to the Cunha post. But my main point is this. I always said, who in the right mind wants to join Man United? And apparently this guy wants to. One of the top 3, top 4 best strikers in the league. Mateus Cunha, who just got announced as a Man United player. We'll get to that in a second once you show the post. That again, top 4 striker in the league. The fact that Man United got Cunha and now possibly this guy before Arsenal getting their first striker truly blows my mind. We're talking about a club who finished in the bottom half. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm genuinely shocked. Like,
and here's the thing, my bad. And here's the thing, they just signed Xerxes and last season, and they have Højlund. Here's the thing. Watch Højlund leave United because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Højlund is in contact with Inter, and I honestly think watch Rasmus Højlund be one of the best. Like literally rebuild his career. Just watch. Højlund goes to Inter Milan, and he's gonna be one of the best. Trust.
Well, that's the thing. I think United could, or I should say, is likely to sell him because, I mean, he's been a flop basically as a striker for United. So, and everyone in the fan base does not want Højlund there. So, I think United will probably most likely sell Højlund.
I'm telling you,
like, didn't he just spend one season with them? Like just this season?
No, it's like 2, 3.
2? Oh, okay.
2 or 3. Xerxes is what we're talking about. Xerxes didn't sign last season.
Right.
He's been a flop. Højlund is way better in my opinion. Watch Inter Milan. I think you have Højlund, Martinez, Lautaro Martinez, and Højlund going to be a good pair. I mean, you got Thurman too, but Højlund probably be a backup player. But who knows though? I don't know about this. I don't know about this guy's game. I'm not familiar with his game, pal. But hey, man.
I mean, hey, if they want to ruin their career, then let them be. Like, hey, like, again, what are they feeding these players that all of a sudden they want to join a dumpster fire of a club? Like, what parts that United as a career-killing club do they not understand? That's my question.
And speaking of United, Cunha
there we go.
is about to sign.
There you go.
How do we feel on this?
It's
How
official.
do you feel this?
It's official. It's already official. Yeah.
How do you feel on this?
Same thing with him Mbemo, or that was his name, right? Mbemo. Same thing. It's ludicrous. Like, okay, this one I do feel salty because, as a matter of fact, Arsenal they were interested in getting Cunha. I specifically remember this, and it was, if I'm not mistaken, in the winter transfer window earlier this year. Arsenal were interested in getting this guy, and he rejected us because, to him, just like with Zubimendi in Liverpool, he said that Wolves was his home. He was going to stay at Wolves. He was going to fight for the shirt and for the club, whatever. You know what? Fine, fair enough. That's your decision. But the fact that all of a sudden he came out saying that he wants to join United, and now he's officially a United player, I'm like, dude, screw you. I don't have respect for you anymore, dude. You seriously decided to join a dumpster fire, an SHIT of a club, over Arsenal. Screw you then, dude. Screw you. I'm calm down now.
Yeah.
Let me drink some. Let me drink some calming chamomile.
I didn't know about the Arsenal thing, but at the same time, hey man, I don't know what to say on this. I'm looking at his stats. I mean, I remember he was just in Atletico Madrid. He was a flop in Atletico. He had 40 appearances, 6 goals. He joins Wolves and he has he's had 85 appearances. Oh no, like 80, no, almost 90 appearances with basically 29 goals. I mean, he basically I mean, I don't know. I'm curious to see how this works. Hopefully he doesn't flop at United because that's what they're known for. But honestly, I get what you're saying. Um, I just need to see. Like, I know United are trying to rebuild so badly, but dude, it's not working, dude. I hope they just need that one player that can have consistency that doesn't get all the pressure because I feel like what United gets is a lot of pressure, and that's why they do so horrible. This is what I think. And I believe like a lot of like Garnacho, I believe he's in contact with Chelsea. Watch Garnacho leaves Chelsea, he becomes the next Cole Palmer or something like that. That's what
Could
I'm
be.
thinking, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, this move is
And
going
look,
this move. Mhm.
we saw it with Hoyland. We've seen it with Anthony. I mean, that's cool that United are making these big moves. I mean, again, I don't know how they're pulling. I mean, the only way they're pulling this off is because of the money. They're offering a big chunk of money to these players. That's the only way that they're pursuing. Not pursuing. What's the word? Um, Persuading. That they're persuading
Mhm.
these players to join the club. The big chunk of money. So I mean, fair enough. Like fairs to them for making these big moves, but again, I will just not be surprised if Cunha and Mbeumo suck next season, because that's what happens when you join freaking United. Your career status goes downhill. So that's them, dude. I mean, if they're just there for the paycheck, then fairs,
Mhm. Anyways, let's get to the next one. Joe Garcia and Barcelona agreement final stages. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about, the goalkeeper stat. Why
Okay.
would we sign another goalkeeper? I mean, yes, for the future, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, man. Like, what's gonna happen to Ter Stegen? Is Ter Stegen gone this season? Is what's his name? Is Chesney? I mean, Chesney's probably gone next season or two, right? But what do you?
Why
Okay, I
why
want to know
extend his
what. How do you?
contract then?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. That's what I don't understand what they're planning. What do you think? I want to know what you think about this.
I mean, I'm not sure as well, to be honest. Like, it's a very weird
And
situation. I mean,
we have
the
look,
only
we
like
have
the
huh?
most logical thing that comes to my mind is Barca selling Ter Stegen. Otherwise, like you say, like now there's this goalkeeper situation because the secondary goalkeeper and then the third goalkeeper barely see any minutes of game time with the first team.
Yeah,
Barely.
we have not seen and the thing is, Inaki Pena had one of the best seasons probably this season, in my opinion. Who knows? And the thing is, this is making me think: is Inaki Pena out this season? This could be his last season at Barca.
I think,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I think it's likely.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, but like, man, this is crazy. Respect to Ter Stegen, but at the same time, I don't know how I feel.
I think for you, it's probably like, the club should probably focus on making other more significant signings than this. Like prioritize more on other positions than the goalkeeper. Am I right? Am I right?
Agreed. Yeah, yeah, I think I agree. I don't know what we need, but like maybe I think I just named some stuff and hopefully they're true. Anyways, um, this one's yours, and Sky Germany report that Joe Bellingham has committed to Borussia Dortmund and given his approval for the transfer. And the thing, so here's my thing. He just got Sunderland promoted, man.
Look, I found this one like the reason why I say this one is because I found it very curious the fact that, like, Dortmund misses their golden boy, so now they're going for the brother. Like, am I the only one who finds this a little bit too curious? That's almost funny.
You know what would be funnier? If this man does so great at Dortmund and he picks Barcelona and he's basically facing us, I would think that
Oh,
would be so crazy.
dude,
Maybe I
that
would be a
would be
Joe.
funny.
I would be the
That
best
would be
Joe.
great.
I would be the best Joe Bellingham fan ever if that ever happens. I just need to see if that happens. If that happens,
It
dude, I would
could.
buy.
You never
I'm gonna tell
know.
you this right now. If that happens, I'll buy a Bellingham jersey, just like this boy's
Bar-
jersey.
Barca signs Joe Bellingham just for the purpose so that would they can say that they have a Bellingham with them.
Yeah, I don't know, but this is an excellent move. But I would like to see him play in the Premier League. Would like to, but I guess
Yeah.
the time might be come. Anyways, this is what I wanted to talk about the Modric thing. AC Milan dream of Luka Modric's signing as a transfer target this summer. What do you think on this?
Well, how old was this post?
8 hours ago.
Oh, dang. Okay. Interesting. Well, I mean, I think someone from my Discord mentioned this. Modric probably should have hanged up his boots after his final season with Real Madrid. And honestly, I think I'm gonna have to agree. I mean, don't
Hmm.
get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I think he wants to keep on playing. That's great. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it would still be awesome to see him play. And I think Milan is probably a very good choice. Like that's a very good fit. I can totally see that happening.
Yeah, a lot of
But
mhm.
I do agree that I think it would have been probably more. It would have it probably like I'm finding hard to search the words here, but basically what I'm trying to say is that I think it would have been more cooler, I guess, is for a better for lack of a better term, if Modric retired at Real Madrid. That's basically my point.
Yeah, agree. But I don't think. I mean, I think he's tempted to this move because I think this is the only other European club that might want him. You feel me? That's what I think,
Dude, Pulisic and Luka Modric in the same team. Oh, heck yeah, baby. Heck yeah.
dude. And I think he would fit with that. They signed a lot of experienced players. Oliver Giroud, um,
Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan. Yeah, like I feel like this is going to be a good signing. I would like to
Yeah,
see him in a Milan jersey.
I agree.
It's
It's a very good
all
fit.
right. Mm-hmm. All right, my boy, Rafinha, Champions League golden boot this season. Let's talk about this, hey man.
Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or, Ballon d'Or. Um, Personally, I think Rafinha should win the Ballon d'Or. My opinion.
Disagree.
But I know
Enough said.
Dembele could win it too, because of the season. But what do you think? Who should after this season? What do you think on the Ballon d'Or? Like, what is your predictions? Like your prediction right now?
I don't know, man. The Ballon d'Or is such a controversial topic every season because everyone says that this player deserves it. Everyone else says that this player deserves it. And then, like, okay, I think you can agree with this. Every year, there's always a losing scenario, or basically just a loser with the Ballon d'Or. If this player wins it, the rest of the world says that he didn't deserve it, and the one who won second place, he deserves it. It happened with Rodri and Vinicius Jr. It
Vinny
happened when
deserved it
Messi
though.
won. It happened when Messi won it over Holland and Mbappe.
Mhm.
Every season, it's always a controversy. So, like, I feel like at this point, I just feel there's a specific word for it. I feel
You
not
really don't
bummed
care.
out. Yeah, I don't, not that I don't care. I just feel not bummed out, but just tired. I just feel tired of the Ballon d'Or talk. So Rafinha deserves it. Don't get me wrong. I totally agree with that. But
Mhm.
for I really cannot share my prediction because I just don't know. And at the end of the day, there's always a winner and a loser, and people agree and disagree on the winner. So you know how it is.
Agree. Anyways, this is what I was talking about. The whole situation.
Whoa.
Apparently, he says he'll stay for next year. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Oh man.
I agree with you
Season,
probably said.
Episode 1 of season 3 of the show is going to be the goalkeeper situation or the goalkeeper crisis at Barca.
It better be, man. It better be. All right, and then of course we had about PSG winning the Champions League. We talked about this literally in the beginning
Yeah,
of
we
the
can skip
show.
that.
Victor Gyökeres scores 63 goals this season.
This guy's a phenomenon, dude. This guy, like,
Total of.
if here's the thing, like,
Mhm.
if you were to ask me, who do you prefer between Arsenal getting Sesko or Gyökeres, like straight off the bat, it's Gyökeres for me.
Yes, I
I,
hope he
I
makes this signing.
yeah, obviously I would not be disappointed if Arsenal gets Sesko over Gyökeres because I would really love either or. But if you were to ask me if I'm Arsenal, who would I prioritize more towards? It's Gyökeres, no brainer. If Arsenal signs Gyökeres, that's going to be like the best signing I've ever witnessed as an Arsenal fan. Not going to lie.
But are they not trying to get Isak anymore?
No, no.
Okay. Yeah.
The only report that Arsenal, the only legitimate report about Arsenal so far as transfer rumors and reports are concerned, is that one that we read a few moments ago with Benjamin Sesko. There's been no development since then.
Mm-hmm. Right. Let's hope we find some development soon.
Facts.
Anyways, so Jonathan Tah joins FC Bayern on the 4-year contract from Leverkusen. Now, my issue is he wanted to go to Barca too. Barca did not even try to go for him, man.
Oof.
I don't know how. So here's the thing. My issue is I don't like how like a lot of these. I think even Wirtz was about to make his move to Bayern Munich. My
Mhm.
issue with this is they should not do this. Like I think they should go. I'm just tired of seeing Bayern with all the glory all these years. This is like a snake move. It's like going from Dortmund to Bayern. I just hope that I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this move.
Well, not gonna lie, I'm not exactly too familiar with this player, so I also don't have that much thoughts on that.
All right, we can skip that. But how do we feel on this? Real Madrid signing Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's going to be playing in the Club World Cup. How do we feel on this?
Not gonna lie, like this is my truly genuine, honest reaction. I don't care. Like I don't care
I don't
about
care
Trent
either.
Alexander-Arnold. I don't care about Real Madrid all that much. So it's like, congrats, but I don't care.
Dude, I don't think he's
I
going
do find it funny how Liverpool fans now hate this guy with all their passion just because he's leaving the club to join Real Madrid.
But
Like
the replacement.
to an extent, I'm like, let the guy make his decisions. Like, no one said that he's by law needs to stay at Liverpool. Like, let the guy decide for himself. So I do find it kind of not inappropriate, but kind of a little bit rude towards the
Uh-huh.
Liverpool fans about how they're like, like they booed him for crying out loud. They despise him now, like calling him a traitor and whatnot. I'm like, bro, it's not like he's joining Man United or Man City. He's joining a totally different club in a totally different league in a totally different country. Let the guy leave if he wants to. Like, come on.
Exactly. And we got his replacement right here. I think this, hear me out. Frimpong over Alexander-Arnold. I would take it. If I was a
It'll be a
Liverpool
very interesting.
fan,
Well,
this,
okay. Well, here's 2 points that I want to make. First of all, I think it'll be very interesting to see how he will do as Trent Alexander-Arnold's replacement. But the second point is, now that you mentioned that, now that you said that, how will he go with that pressure now? Because that's basically what the fans are going to be doing. Well, you're a replacement for Trent Alexander-Arnold. We expect a lot from you now. So that's the thing. The fans need to be careful on putting pressure on players, especially new ones who are coming in to filling the shoes of players that were there for a long time. So you just gotta be careful on that, basically.
yeah. Yeah. Anyways, let's get to. So this is what I want to talk about. Tottenham had decided to sack their manager after winning the Europa League.
Well, here's the curious thing. I realize that there's been several reports on this, but if you check Romano's account, he has not reported that at all, at least within the last 48 hours. So I'm gonna be honest. I kind of don't think this is real. What I find is ludicrous, up to an extent, because I understand that Tottenham had quite literally, I think, the worst season in their history. I mean, finishing 17th place, avoiding relegation just by a mere, hair and whatnot. I get that. But the guy just won the club their first European competition since the Stone Age. It doesn't seem like ethically right to immediately sack him after he just won the club. He ended the club's trophy draft, for crying out loud. So you reward the guy by sacking him. It just doesn't feel okay. The only reason I can see if Tottenham does end up officially sacking Postecoglou is if the decision was already made, if not weeks ago, months ago. That is the only explanation that I can see from this, if this is official, if it is true. They already had their minds up. It was official. He was done months ago. It was just bad timing. It was just bad timing. That I understand. I get that. But if that's not the case, and then this is just ludicrous up to an extent. That's how I feel about this.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
I think it's shocking. It's shocking. I don't know, but we'll see when Romano confirms it, and we'll see how it goes.
yeah.
Now, I think this is the last subject. I got to talk about this.
All right.
DC United is in discussions with Paul Pogba as the club holds the MLS discovery rights.
Wasn't
Do we
this like
see?
about a month ago?
Yes, but we haven't heard any news about it. I just want to know your point of view of it. Would you like to see Pogba come play in the MLS? Not for Team Messi and friends, but for DC United.
Oh, totally. Definitely. Look, here's the thing. Look, as an MLS fan here, I would love to see any European star join MLS, but with LAFC being the only exception. I'm not gonna lie, that's a biased take. Okay, LAFC is the only exception, but I would take any European star join any other MLS club. I would love to see it because as an MLS fan, I think it would be great to see such thing happen in MLS. Like if Kevin De Bruyne had joined Chicago Fire, that would be awesome. If he had gone to New York City FC, that would be awesome. If Ozil went to DC, that would have been amazing. If Pogba decides to join DC United, that's great. So for me, it's a W. Like I would love to see it happen. Why not? Let it happen.
I got you.
As a DC United fan yourself, I am curious to see. Like, here's my question. I think the answer is pretty obvious, but would you accept Paul Pogba to DC United as a DC United fan?
Yeah, yeah. I think we need someone like some focus, like somebody who could probably lead us to a MLS title, which will never probably happen in a while. But I would like to see somebody who could lead us to some glory. And Rooney tried, but no, he was a bust. Um, I hope Pogba could do that. So yeah, I want to see this happen. I don't know if it'll happen, but we'll see.
All right. Are those all the topics then?
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, that wraps up our segment here, the author's notes. And before we close out then today's episode, we shall be closing it off with a football activity as per usual. So what I have prepared for us in World Cup, actually before I bring it up, let me ask you a quick question. Have you by chance seen those shorts or the Instagram reels of those guys playing like tic-tac-toe, but it's like with football?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do, it, boy. That's what we're gonna do. So let me bring it up here really quick. You gotta hold on. Immaculate, that's what it is. Immaculate. Okay. We have the grid here and ready to go. So let me share my screen. For the record, the point of this is just basically just us working together to try to figure this out and try to fill it in.
Oh, we're playing with. I thought we were going against each other. Okay.
No, because I would lose. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you straight off the bat.
How would you lose?
Huh?
How would you lose?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I have played this before, and I'm not all that great with it. That's basically it. That's my point. So,
okay.
Can you see that, by the way?
Okay. So we're playing tic-tac-toe. I name a player. Okay, we're playing it like this. Okay. No. Let's play against each other. Actually, because I might not know. Let's work together in this one. Can we do they have more or no?
What do you mean more?
Like, is this like a one thing a day?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, because I would like to see. Let's try to work together on this one, and then we'll try to then let's do a 1v1 and see how it works. Yeah. All right. Let's try.
All right, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, I think there's no one watching that actually. Like, I think there's no one in the audience at this point, but it doesn't matter. Basically, the main rule is to try to figure out each spot. We have 9 guesses. So,
Okay.
yeah, just basically just to fill it
I
up
got one.
as best as we
Uh-huh.
can.
Okay. Let's go Benfica, Man City, Otamendi.
Nicolas Otamendi.
Yes, sir.
All right, select, and there we go. All right, cool. Let's see here. Wolfsburg and Man City. I feel like I should know that one.
KDB.
Oh wow, I think you're right. That should have been an obvious one. There we go. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Shakhtar Donetsk, and
And City.
I don't know
The
about
heck?
that one, to be honest. That one I don't know.
Don't strike. Don't Shakhtar?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna know that one. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see. Benfica Premier League. So like, do they have to just play um in the Premier League?
yeah.
I feel like I should
Didn't
know this. Like,
didn't Julian Alvarez play in Benfica? Oh no, he was a Man City academy
no, no,
player.
no, no,
Never
no, no,
mind.
no, no. He was in Argentina. Benfica. No, wait. Hold on, hold on. I'm actually gonna search this up. Actually, hold on, hold up. I'm actually gonna search this up because
Did
Julian.
didn't did John Brooks play in the Premier League?
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Julian Alvarez played in River Plate. John Brooks.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
John Brooks.
Well, actually, the
No,
I was gonna
no,
say
wait.
I was gonna
No.
okay. Well, I was gonna say that like what like to not exactly cheat. Let's try to like keep the research like to a minimum. Like that so we can make it more challenging for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh, Domestic league champion, top tier, and Benfica. So does that mean that they won the top tier with Benfica?
Domestic. Hold on. Domestic champion league. I want to say so. Domestic league champion top tier. What does that mean? I don't know. Benfica and Premier League. I don't feel like I should know this. João Felix. Put João Felix. João Felix. João Felix. João Felix. João Felix. João Felix. Felix. João Felix. João Felix.
Nice. There we go.
Yes. João Felix. João Felix. Okay.
All right.
Wolfsburg Premier League. Oh man, I don't know a lot of Wolfsburg players. The only one
Yeah,
I
me
would say is
neither.
Kevin De Bruyne. We should have not used Kevin De Bruyne, but like at the same time, like Wolfsburg Premier League
Damn.
players.
And then
Trying to
Shakhtar
think.
with Premier League. I have no clue.
We'll get back into it, but
Like I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I honestly have no clue for the rest. I can't think like nothing comes to my mind.
trying to think right now.
Should
Oh,
I?
what's his name?
Should I?
He plays for Crystal Palace. He plays for Crystal Palace. He plays for Crystal Palace. Wolfsburg Premier League. Lacroix. Lacroix. Yes. Lacroix. L.A. No, 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 no. L.A. C. R.
Oh, this guy? What? Wait, which one?
No. Maxine. The first one. The first one.
There we go. Nice.
He plays for.
All right.
Only reason I know about this guy is because of the TikTok. He was There's literally a TikTok about this guy. Okay.
I was gonna ask for Wolfsburg and top league champion. Should I try John Brooks? For the record, John Brooks is like the only player
No.
that I know that played for Wolfsburg.
No. I don't think he's won a title. He needs to win a title. Like I feel like a domestic, like the top tier title. I don't think so. No, because I think he's never. I think I looked it up earlier, like when I did looked it up, because you said before we like with the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
It had to win something. I mean, I don't know if he won a title at Benfica, because I did see that, but I don't even think he.
I honestly don't know. I mean, didn't Chesney play for Shakhtar? No, not Chesney.
Oh, I know. Okay, Shakhtar. Didn't Mudryk play for Shakhtar?
Luka Modric? Oh no,
Mudryk.
this guy. Yeah. Chelsea winger. Yes, I think
But
so.
Premier League, Shakhtar, Mudryk.
Oh man, I hope you're
MU.
right. Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Awesome,
Okay.
dude. That was
Okay,
great.
okay. Okay. Bro, I'm clearing this
Wait a
up.
minute.
Okay.
For Shuckstar, there's a goalkeeper, but I just don't. He showed up in the Champions, the BR Football Animated Champions series. He was a goalkeeper for Shuckstar, but I don't. I forgot his name.
Shakhtar City. I'm gonna just domestic league champion, top tier. This is hard because like, oh, Perisic. Did he? No. Did Perisic ever? Ozyman. Ozyman. I remember he
For which
played for
one?
Wolfsburg. Domestic league title champion. Ozyman.
That's a name I completely forgot.
No.
Oh, dude,
Damn.
no. 3 guesses left. Shoot.
What? So I'm confused. What is domestic? I'm gonna search that up. Hold up. What is domestic league title? I gotta search that up.
Well, it's got to be like, for example, the Bundesliga for Wolfsburg, or I don't
Hold up,
know,
bro.
or
No,
could it?
because
Or,
it's a
I don't
team that
know.
wins a championship title in its country's top level professionally.
So does it mean that the player won a league title, but also played for Wolfsburg, like in his career, like
I don't
just in
think
just?
anybody's. I don't even know if Wolfsburg ever won a title. Have they?
No, I don't think so. No, they haven't. No, but you know what? I think what it means is that the player won a league title, like somewhere in his career, but he also played at some point with Wolfsburg or Benfica or whatever.
Okay.
So not necessarily that he won the
But they,
title with
but
Wolfsburg.
no, but like no Napoli. But Victor Osimhen won a Bundesliga title with
With Bayern?
with with Napoli. That's what I'm like. Why didn't this count?
Mm, you're right. Okay, you know what? Search that up. Search if Wolfsburg has won the Bundesliga.
Yeah, they did.
They did. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no
I
idea.
forgot he played for this team. But the Zeko, DZ Zeko, the Zeko for Wolfsburg domestic league. Yep.
There we go. All right.
Okay, but
Benfica.
like, why do we only have 2 guesses left? What? Why do
Yeah,
we only have?
basically, it's like a countdown basically. So
Okay, Benfica domestic league champion. So basically, they have to win a title with Benfica.
all right. Oh man, I feel like this should be
When was the last
recent
time
too, and I
Benfica
have no
won?
idea.
Benfica.
It must
I would have
has it not
probably
been recently?
literally. I would have probably said Otamendi too, bro.
Should we
What?
try Demented?
No, because we
Oh,
already
but
put
Man
Otamendi.
City, right? Duh.
Um, I'm trying to think like a guy. I want to low key do this
I,
again with a different one.
I mean, I can just press the give up on, and we can see
No,
who
no, no,
who.
no. I wanna see. I want to see if I can get the Benfica. But I want to say this is. I remember because the only reason I remember this player because I would see him every time I played like in Benfica, Rafa, but
Oh wait.
RAFA.
Hold on. It says here when paired with a club, must have appeared as a top tier domestic league champion
Oh,
for that club.
so that's
When
kind of
paired with the
rigged
league,
because
must have won the title in that league.
okay, so yeah, so put Rafa, try that out. RAFA, Rafa, Silva,
Which one?
Space Silva.
This guy.
That one, yeah.
All right. One guess left,
Man,
which means we got
2%, 2%. That's crazy. Okay. Look, I'm gonna be straight honest. I don't know who's won a title with Shakhtar. I'm gonna try to get the City one. Um,
I can't think of any. Did
I'm gonna
Balotelli
say
ever play for Shakhtar?
Fernandinho.
I don't know about Fernandinho. Did Balotelli ever play for Shakhtar?
Who's Balotelli? No,
Mario Balotelli? You don't know who Mario Balotelli is?
I do, but I don't think he's ever played for Shakhtar.
Oh, okay.
I think Fernandinho would be one of them. Like that's what I would think. City, in fact, dude, I don't even know if they made like any transfers.
What
Oh
about
man, that's a
Nathan
good one.
Ake? Did Ake ever play
No,
for Six Star?
no,
No. Okay.
he played for Dortmund. I mean, Bournemouth.
Okay.
Dude, that's a good one.
Kyle Walker, I guess. No, not Kyle Walker. I don't know, man. Who was the Man City strikers like before Holland came over? Aguero never played for Six Stars. No.
No, Aguero, but no, that was a little. Because I'm trying to think. Vincent
What about
Company,
Vart?
no.
Oh, you
I'm
know what?
leaning towards
Company's a good shot.
Fernandinho.
What about
I don't know.
Vardio?
No, he played in Leipzig,
Oh,
and he
okay.
played for a Croatian club. The only name the name I'm leaning towards is Fernandinho or Vincent Company, but at the same time, I don't think about Company and Fernandinho. I want to say let's put Fernandinho on the top of the list unless we could think of anyone else. Because the only player that comes into my mind, like literally the only player from Shakhtar is Mudryk. That's the only player I could think of, like that's ever played there. But at the same time, I don't
Yeah, I
know,
feel
man.
you. Yeah, I don't know either. I'm drawing a blank.
So we just try to Fernandinho.
All right, let's try it. Final guess. Here we go.
I think
Fernandinho.
about it.
It's not showing up here for some weird heck reason. Oh, there we go.
Oh, what the heck? What would I
I
know
want to
this
say
one?
it's the 2020. I want to say it's Fernando Luis Rosta.
2022. Let's
Yeah.
try that one. Yeah.
Here we go. Fingers crossed.
If I
And
swear.
everybody says,
Oh, I got it. Oh, we got
I
it.
think
Oh, we got
so.
that.
Yo. Okay. Okay.
Press X. Press X. Hold up. Press X. Press X. Press
X.
X.
We got it.
Oh wait, no way.
Yo,
80,
dude.
86%. 86%. That's ball knowledge.
Dude,
Okay,
King
no,
of the
no, no.
World
Can we do
Cup.
another one?
Take a bow,
Let's do
son.
another one. Let's do another one.
All
Hold on,
right.
hold on. I'm feeling lucky.
All right, let's do it. Refresh. It's the same thing? Oh, what the heck? Let me see if I can.
Previous grids. Click on previous grids. Scroll up. You see where it says previous grids? Yeah. Okay. Oh, we could go from day. All right, let's do the next one. 56.
Pick a
656.
random one.
Oh, okay. I'll pick a. How about I generate a
656?
number? How about I generate a
Sure.
number? Hey Siri. Oh shoot, there's a lot of numbers. 647.
647. All right, play now. Here we go. Oh, dude.
What is
Oh,
that?
you are
No,
you
no,
are
no. Go
screwed
back, go
if
back,
you
go back, go
don't know
back,
the
go back, go back, go back,
NWSL.
go back.
That's the thing.
Go back, 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 go back. Nah, I'm done. I'm screwed. I don't know nothing about
This
this.
is a
Go back, go
this
back,
is a
go
this
back.
is women's
Nah, I'm
football,
good.
dude.
Okay,
Oh
let's
wow.
do 648, I guess.
648.
648.
Okay. This was
Next
from May
number. Next.
25th. All right, this is
Okay,
doable, I think,
okay, we
no?
can do this. We can do this. All right.
All right.
Chelsea, AS Monaco, Lyon,
Wait,
Chelsea,
isn't Chelsea and
Lyon.
Monaco Enzo Fernandez?
No. Enzo
No.
Fernandez
Oh,
played
okay.
for Benfica.
Oh,
Lyon,
that's right.
Germany, Boateng.
Lyon in Germany? All right, Boateng.
Yes, Boateng.
Which one?
Jerome.
Nice. All right.
Yes.
Monaco in the Premier League. I don't know much
Premier League.
Monaco players.
Yeah, me neither. I'm trying to think like old players who've played there before. I might come back because Monaco is the one I'm like, okay, I'm sketchy about. Bayern
for Lyon and Lyon. Oh, I was gonna say for Lyon in Premier League, like Lacazette.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
All right.
Bayern, Germany. That literally could be anybody.
Mueller. Want to go with Mueller?
Yeah, just put Muller. Yeah, I guess. To be a spell Muller wrong.
Oh, what the heck? The goalkeeper.
Mulle. Mulle.
LLE.
LLE.
Oh,
Thomas
okay.
Muller.
Nice.
Okay, 17%. Wow.
Bayern and Premier League. You want to go with Leroy Sané?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Bayern and Chelsea. Let's go, Robin. Robin.
Let's see.
Nope. Rubben. Oh shoot, my bad. Hold up. I spelled it right. How do you spell the name? Robben.
Oh, Arjen Robin.
Yeah,
El Pelon. Yeah, there we go.
El Pelon.
All right.
Okay, so we got the Bayern side of the things. Okay, Lyon, Chelsea. I feel like no, I was gonna say Aubameyang, but I don't think Aubameyang's ever played for Chelsea. I mean, not Chelsea, Lyon.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh man,
Did he
Lyon,
did he play
Chelsea.
for Monaco? I don't think so, right?
Nah,
I don't think so.
he's played for Marseille. Um,
Hmm.
Lyon, Chelsea. This is a good one. Okay, I might go back to that AS Monaco. I'm trying to think of Monaco players that play for Chelsea. And the thing is, I've done like Lyon. Oh, Fabregas. Fabregas.
For Chelsea?
No, AS Monaco, Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
I remember
Fabregas. He's
Fabregas.
a
Fabregas.
very good shout out there. There we go.
Okay. AS
Monaco and
Monaco,
Germany.
Germany.
I'm not too
AS
good on
Monaco,
Monaco players too.
Germany. That's
I
the
got a
thing.
steady
You got
Monaco.
me.
We only have 3 guesses
Monaco
left
and
too.
Germany.
Holy shoot. Monaco and Premier League. I just don't know
Nah,
Monaco players too. That's the thing.
this one got me. There's this one player. I think he plays for West Ham, but I can't remember his name. There's a player from West Ham. I don't. I know he played for Monaco. He was a German player. He played for West Ham, but I don't remember his name. Hmm. I'm gonna go back to that. AS Monaco Premier League.
I just
Monaco
don't know
Premier
any
League.
Monaco players.
That's the thing. I don't know. There's one. Okay, the only thing is I know one AS Monaco in Germany because he. I remember in career mode. I can't remember. I know he played for West Ham though. I think he played for West Ham. AS Monaco in Premier League. Oh, I just hurt myself. Okay, AS Monaco in Premier League. Oh man. Balogun. Balogun. There we go. Balogun.
Oh wow, dude, you are so right. I forgot. I forgot about bro. 2%.
2%.
Oh my gosh.
Yo.
Yo.
Okay, I gotta get the no. It's gonna bug my mind. AS Monaco, Germany. I know the guy. I know the guy.
I
I
don't
know
know,
the
dude.
guy. I know the guy. AS Monaco.
Goretzka?
I'm telling no, it's not Goretzka. He played for West Ham. He played for German. He played for PSG. I remember that. I remember him. I remember this guy. It started with the K. I know that. It started with the K.
Did Havertz never played for Lyon, right? I don't think so.
No. He's never played in France. He only played in Leverkusen.
Did
And
David
Arsenal and
Luiz
Chelsea.
ever? Did either David Luiz or Thiago Silva play in Lyon?
No. Thiago Silva's only played in PSG. Same with Luis.
All right.
Germany, Monaco. I'm gonna try to spell his name out. Okay, no, it was okay. Search up Tilo. Tilo. I remember his first name was Tilo. Search that up. Thi. That's the one. That one right there. The top one. That's the one.
All right, here we go. Fingers crossed. Survey says yes. Let's go, boys.
I know this guy because I've seen him in play West Ham, right? And I think he's at Monaco right now. Okay.
Well, now you mentioned
Chelsea.
West Ham. Now you mentioned West Ham. We have our favorite West Ham fan here. Merrick, how you doing, buddy?
Merrick would have been so clutch right now.
I know, dude. I know. Well, he can
God.
confirm with us if he played for West Ham. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Leon.
I have no clue on this one. I don't know.
Oh shoot, bro. Me too, bro.
Leon, know. I don't know my Leon knowledge.
I
just know Leon with Lacazette.
Okay, I know Matic plays there right now. Did he ever play for Chelsea? Because I know he played for Man
Really?
United. I
I
remember him
don't
in that
think he
Man United
did.
shirt.
I don't think much it did. Oh man, and it's gonna be someone that we know. Watch.
I
Ibra
want
never
to say
played in.
Matic. I really want to say
Ibra only
Matic.
played in PSG though. Uh,
Okay, hold
yeah.
on. I have kind of Shakhtar. I'm gonna search up a Shakhtar winner right now because like I actually Shak okay, just to make sure. Shakhtar domestic because I never got the confirmation on that. Shakhtar domestic cup winners. Because I actually want to know who won it, bro.
All right.
Shakhtar, damn, they won the title 15 times. So literally, we could have probably
Oh
put
my
Fernandinho
gosh,
on that. We literally could have put Fernandinho
that's
on that.
crazy.
Okay,
That sucks.
okay. So I want to say the only guy I could think of is Matic.
You want to go with him?
Yeah,
Go
let's go
over.
for it.
Let's do it.
Let's just go. The first one. That was the first one.
Nemanja. All right.
Yeah.
Survey says, yo, yes.
I'm
Let's
on fire.
freaking
Nah,
go,
do
boys.
another one. I'm on fire. No, I'm fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
Okay.
This time you no woman stuff.
Yes, correct. Tilo Kerr did used to play for West Ham. He was a part of the team that won the Conference League in 2023. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I'm on
All
fire.
right. All right. This is going to be the last one because I'm actually going to have to close up shop here in a moment. But I do want to do this more often. We should do
Yes, me
like
too.
we should have this as like a game night. You know, like I want to do it for this
Oh
week
yeah.
if possible.
Okay, we can do that.
All right.
You pick because since I picked the last one.
All right, fair enough. Let's go for let's go for 650. Here we go.
Okay.
Ooh, MLS.
Okay.
Okay.
Inter, Real Madrid. Okay, Real Madrid, Inter,
R9.
Valencia, Inter. Go for it, yeah.
Real
Ronaldo.
Madrid and Brazil. R9.
Yeah, go for it.
Or
You can literally
arriba
name
Roberto
anybody.
Carlos. Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh yeah. 8%. That's crazy.
Man City, Inter. Let's go, Zeko. Zeko. Only reason I got that on my mind is because like I remember we
You didn't
picked him
check
up
right?
earlier. Yes, sir.
All right. Real Madrid and
Okay.
MLS. I should
Beckham.
know this.
Beckham.
Oh, well, you're right. Well, you even beat me to it.
Beckham.
I'm ashamed of myself, dude. I can't believe you beat me to it. Man City and MLS.
Lampard?
Yeah, no, Lampard never played for Man City. He played for Chelsea. David Villa. Did Villa play for Man City? Oh, I don't know about that.
No, I don't know about that one. Hold up. Real Madrid Inter. Let me get this out of the way. Hold up. Hakimi.
Let's go. All right. Valencia and Inter.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Valencia is gonna be okay. Valencia, Brazil. I can get that out of the way. Hold up.
Okay, do it.
Was the let me. I'm thinking Valencia, Brazil. Valencia, Brazil. Because I feel like there's a lot of Brazilian players from Valencia.
Well, for Man City and Brazil,
did
I was gonna say Fernandinho.
Oh, we got them. Got that out of the way. Yeah.
Let's go.
I need. Okay, you got get these MLS ones out of the way because I know you got this. Try to get this Man
Well, I don't know
City
about
MLS one.
Man City and MLS. Oh. Well, it must have been. Balotelli never played. Did Drogba never play for Man City, right? He played for Chelsea.
No, I don't think so.
Who the heck played for Man City
Oh,
and joined MLS?
former Barca player Neto. Neto Neto.
Pedro Neto?
No. No. Valencia, Brazil. My bad.
Oh,
Norberto Neto.
okay. Who?
Norberto Neto. Norberto. Scroll down.
Norberto.
Scroll down. Keep scrolling. Maybe you got to type it in. Norberto. Oh shoot. R.
Oh wait. Is it this guy?
I don't know. No. I don't want to risk it. Actually, no. R. Put R. T. O. Space.
What?
No. Just type it in. Space
Okay,
N.
must be this guy. Oh,
No. Neto. Neto,
oh
not Beto.
shoot! Sorry,
Neto.
sorry.
What the heck? Okay. This is going no, this get me mad now because he played for Barca and I remember him. Nah, I'm gonna search up his name, bro, because like I know it's Neto's full name,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, no worries.
Nah, because
Man
I got
City
that
and
one, bro.
MLS. Who the heck played in Man City and MLS? It must have been someone recent too, but I don't know who. I mean if De Bruyne joined Chicago.
Put
um,
Norberto space. Oh, it's the second one. Yeah, it's the second one. Okay, it's the second one. Yeah, you were right. Oh my God.
okay, there we go.
Jesus, man. Nah,
Man
bro.
City and MLS. Why is that one killing me?
Man City MLS. That would have been KDB, bro. That would have been KDB, bro.
Are you sure David Villa never played in Man City? No, right? Yeah, I don't think so.
Mm. Zach Steffen.
Yeah. I don't know if he. Oh no, you're right. Duh, you're right. Yes,
Yes.
dude, you're the one. I mean, you're the MLS expert here, not me. Valencia and MLS. That I have no clue at all. I'm not.
Valencia
I don't.
Inter. I gotta
I don't
gotta
know.
dig for
I don't
that.
know Valencia players, dude.
Valencia Inter. Gotta dig on that Valencia Inter knowledge.
I have no clue.
Valencia Inter. Oh man, this actually is a hard one. Damn, what the heck? Okay, Valencia MLS.
Did
Maybe I can get
Nani
there.
ever play in Valencia? No, right?
Mm, I don't know. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Valencia
Okay.
Inter. I want to say João Cancelo
Should we try?
because I know Cancelo used to play at Inter. I think. Yeah, try it. Yeah.
There we go. Fingers crossed. Service has. Hey, let's go.
Okay,
All right. Now
Valencia.
just Valencia and MLS.
I remember Valencia, because I remember Cancelo with Valencia shirt. I've seen it before, and I think it's yeah, okay, Valencia MLS.
I just don't know Valencia players. That's what's killing me.
Because I know a couple. It's just like their names are fog. Literally, Cancelo literally came from the back of my head. Valencia MLS players.
Did Vela ever play at Valencia? I don't think so, right?
I want to. You said Nani. I mean, we could go with Nani.
I don't
want
think
to.
he played in the. You just want to go for it?
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Is it the first one?
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Hey, let's go. Yes. All right. Well, a job well done, boys. We were
are
on
that
fire
good.
tonight, bro. We were on fire.
Yeah, I gotta flex those muscles for that. All right. Oh man, no, because no, it really what was getting me mad was the Norberto Neto joint because I know he played for Barca, and I remember. Okay, the only reason I remember is because I remember we swamped him for Sillerson
Mm-hmm.
for him, and I remember okay, I seen his highlights. This guy's good, and then he's the most trashiest goalkeeper we've had,
Ooh,
like Brazilian goalkeeper. I only remember him because of that.
gotcha.
But I had
All
fun
right.
at that game. We got to redo that, dude. We got to redo that.
Yeah, big time. Like I mentioned, if the Football Galaxy show won't be so active this summer, this definitely will be though. Like we got I would totally go up for this, making like a game night. We can even do it with the guys in the chat and all that. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
Next time next time I'll be streaming horizontally again because it's just something new that I've been trying to do that I've noticed streaming vertically.
Mhm.
I don't know if it was all that successful, but next time I'll go back to streaming horizontal.
We
But
should.
yeah,
Do you do your Okay, we'll discuss it later. But yeah, okay, that's. I mean, whatever works. I'm not used to it. And I don't know. I feel like it feels weird.
yeah. Again, I'm just trying it out, but I
Hmm.
think next time we'll probably do it horizontal. I think yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, I think that'll be it for tonight. And we'll up any final thoughts before we call it a night here?
No, actually, I think he just got me hyped up. I just wish that we did another game because that was so fun. I ain't gonna lie.
We'll do it. We'll definitely do it more if like let's try to do it for this week maybe if we can, if possible.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
We'll make it a special game night for us in live chat. We'll do it.
Sounds good.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that being said and done, that'll be us for tonight. Once again, for those who are still here, America, if you're still here by chance, or if anyone else is still here, first of all, thank you guys once again very much for watching today's episode. If you did happen to enjoy it, then please do give it a like. And of course, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss the next time when we go live here in the Futbol Galaxy show, which, yeah, just stay tuned. The next episode is to be determined because I am, as of right now, this is pretty much the season finale of season 2 of the Futbol Galaxy show. So I'll let you guys know when season 3 will possibly, most probably come out. But until then, again, thank you very much, guys, for watching and for subscribing to the channel. Again, please do hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that way you won't miss when season 3 premieres here on the Futbol Galaxy YouTube channel. Until then, for my very good friend Annual Cup, which, by the way, I do highly recommend that you give a follow on Instagram. The link is in the description down below, so please do give him a follow. And of course, you can also follow me on Instagram as well. It is at @FutbolGalaxy_official. And yeah, until then, for my very good friend Annual Cup, I've been your host, Futbol Galaxy. And we thank you very much, guys, for watching today's episode and for tuning in on the Futbol Galaxy show. And yeah, thank you guys very much. And we'll see you guys in the next one. As per usual, have yourselves a great Galaxy night.